Yes, everyone, welcome back to the Irish Hotspur as Tottenham look to blunt the blades today and get another 3 points in the bag. And as you can see, giving you the pre-match build-up, as you can see through the intro video, we're even leading you out into the watch-along, into the stadium. And that's exactly what we want, isn't it, Jack? How are you keeping, my man?
I'm doing good, Dave. Yeah, what is it? Less than 30 minutes until we get back with Ange Ball. But Dave, you gave me this picture of not only the Spurs players being led out by Sonny, but you leading out the Harris Army, kind of into the stadium, onto the pitch, flat caps and everything on. Maybe some people in full kit, I could see some people pulling off the full kit, in the Harris Army. But it's good to have the watch-alongs back. We had a little break. Of course, people don't usually like that type of break. We want to be full action. We want to be playing all the time. We want to be doing these watch-alongs every day. But yes, we're back. Finally, we get to see some Ange Ball. Hopefully, we get to see a good performance from Spurs. Could be a very different one from what we've seen earlier because of Sheffield United, being a bit more defensive. We'll get into all that good stuff later. But it's good to see you all. And yeah, walking out with the Harris Army once again.
No, 100%, Jacko. It's great to be back walking out with everybody. And hopefully all you guys at home that are tuning in, that are not privileged like us to be able to go to games. We're not in that situation either. So we're in the same boat as you guys. And hopefully we can all, create maybe our own little atmosphere around here and really enjoy today's game. I really want 3 points heading into the North London Derby. But look, let's get into the lineups and the controversial bench. But we'll start with the lineup. Vicario starts in goals. Big Vic is back in like we predicted in the lineup. Pedro Porro, hold me prisoner, my man. He is also holding his place at right back and deservedly so, being defensively solid, something that he had to add to his game, and he has done with their partnership of Romero and Van de Ven again at centre back. Honestly, they're like Rolls Royce. Rolls and Royce. That's what we're going to call them. Romero's Rolls and Van der Tongen is Royce. I cannot wait.
And every Rolls Royce, Dave, needs a bit of rum bomb fuel, doesn't it?
Well, Jacko, there's still time for people. My bet today is €5 on another rum bomb. He's in a rich frame of form. 2 goals in 4 games. What more do you want? So get down there now. Also, nice. We've got the Odoji at left back. Absolutely phenomenal form. Some people saying best left back in the league. Well, the next couple of games will definitely give us that answer. Moving into midfield, we of course have Basuma holding it with Papa Matsara on the right-hand side of the 8 and Madison on the left. Of course, we just want to see the same again from them. They've been the catalyst of us destroying teams and the manner of the football by dominating that midfield, but also having the creativity as well. And no changes in the front line from last week, which I'm glad to see. A lot of people questioning maybe Kulusevski. Look, for me, he does have to have a really good game today, and especially if Johnson comes off the bench and has a good game and Kulu doesn't. He's under serious threat. But he's the top runner in the league. His work rate out of possession, which Ange really likes about him. That's why he keeps his position today. Sonny up front, of course, we were expecting that hat-trick last week, more the same. And then Sullivan on the left, I think very deservedly keeps his place after 2 assists against Burnley. But Jacko, that's the lineup, my man.
Let's read the subs bench. Fraser Forster is keeping his spot as potentially the second choice goalkeeper. If there was a pecking order, people who wanted Hugo to be that second choice, looks like for right now, it is Big Fraser ahead of him. We have Dyer actually joining the bench, though, instead of Ashley Phillips. And I see a lot of people in the comments, of course, kind of touching on that. And we definitely will get to your comments on that one. Everybody, let us know your thoughts. Ben Davies is going to be joining Eric Dyer on the bench, going to probably be serving as the backup left back. Emerson Royale, the Emmer Goat, serving as the backup right back. Højbjerg probably serving as that sort of deep lying backup number 6. We have Skip joining him on the bench with Perisic, Richarlison, and Brennan Johnson, the new signing, on the bench as well. That's Dyer on the bench. So many in here. Darksland G straight away saying, like the starting 11, but why is Dyer on the bench?
Yeah.
So many in the comments, Dave. I mean, they just want to see Ashley Phillips instead. I mean, if you don't like seeing this, it's a reflection of Ange not getting what he wanted. I think in the transfer window, I think somehow he's had to give Dyer a second chance or look at him a different way because he's sort of forced to. I'm not going to really just be angry with Ange. I'm more angry with Spurs that they kind of had to put Ange in this position, to have to pick Eric Dyer or to have to consider even to pick Eric Dyer in the first place, because it was made very clear that he wasn't in Ange's plans, and he was being, kind of pretty much shown, everywhere. Like there was moves to Luton Town, even being kind of presented to him. They were trying very hard to move him out the door. And he was, pretty happy with just sort of quote unquote staying and fighting for his spot, and I don't know. I think Ange here has had to make a decision, and he's decided to, be, held hostage in it. Now Ange is the one being held hostage, you would think.
Look, I don't want to make today about Eric Dyer, so we're just going to get this conversation over and done and out the way, because I want to focus on all the other good things around the club. I don't want him continuing to bring this club down and affect our mood going into games and stuff like that. But look, there's two things on this. I think the club are being wise a little bit here, or maybe Ange Postecoglou is being wise. We have an under-21 game against Cambridge United on Tuesday night in the Johnstown Paint Trophy, the EFL Trophy, where the under-21s actually compete with League 1, League 2 teams. And what's the benefit of him being on the bench today, maybe grabbing a couple of minutes, compared to him actually playing against the men's team on Tuesday night and helping that under-21s in Dorrington? So I think that's why he's not on the bench today. However, if he doesn't play Tuesday night, that concerns me a little. Or if Dyer continues to make the bench, that concerns me. However, you're absolutely right, Jacko. The club have put him in this position by not doing enough to force Dyer out of this football club. And realistically, he doesn't care about his Tottenham future, Jack. He's waiting to go to January till he can sign on with any club outside of the UK and sign on that dotted line for free and get half of his transfer value in a signing on fee. That's what he's waiting for. He doesn't care about the direction or the momentum of this club. But look, if I have to tolerate him for another 6 months, so be it. But I'm not making today about him. Nowhere near it.
I like it, Dave. I like that answer. And as well, it's rightfully frustrating. There's so many of you in the chat that have made their voices heard on it, and it's good to see that. Let's say hello to some of you. We have Mark in the house. Good to see you, Mark. Hopefully you're keeping well. I agree with you, man. I would have rather have seen Phillips on the bench. Would definitely want to see him at least given it a chance at some stage. We also have Chris Baum in the house. Good to see you, Chris Baum. Tim Kirby's in here. Good to see you again. Tim Kirby's has my score prediction is 5-0.
I found out where you're from, my man. It's Wales. Big yourself up. Let me know if you know Leighton. You might be a friend of Leighton, our good friend Leighton.
Up, man, Tim. Iceman's in the house as well. He says 2-0 to the mighty Tottenham Hotspur. Come on, you Spurs. Hashtag Rombomb. Hashtag smash. Pumped to watch some Ange ball this afternoon. Absolutely love it. Iceman, you're setting the vibes. My man, Iceman. Good man. Stevie Webb says, hi, Dave and Jack. 3-1 to Spurs today. Perfect starting lineup for me. Can't understand why Dyer's on the bench instead of Phillips. Haven't heard he's injured. Also, we have Bald Bean Counter going for a 7-0. I love that Bald Bean, my man. Rudy Toots in here. Good to see you, Rudy, too. Hopefully you're keeping well. Charlie Moondog's joining him. Big up, Charlie Moondog. We have the other Moondog, the OG Moondog. He says, if Dyer comes on, I'm turning off. Moondog, hopefully you're not turning off the watch-along, though. Stay with us. Big up, Ribsy85 as well. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Ribsy. Good to see you in the house. Leo Ephraim's in here. Come on, you Spurs. Left from the USA. Big up to you, Leo. Yes, my man.
Big up, Leo. Just quickly, Charlie Moondog is actually Moondog's son. So big up to Moondog and Charlie. Hopefully we get the win today, boys.
Double Moondog in the house. Hashtag Moondog Army. Big up, everybody. Who wants to join the Moondog Army? Donovan Osterreicher. He says, I've been taken prisoner.
Come on, Donovan. Like me, my man.
Love it, Donovan. Always good to see you in the house, Donovan. Good to see you as always. Jaden's in here. Good to see you, Jaden. J Mac. Love the name, J Mac. Big up, Jack and Dave. Everybody inside. Love the intro, lads. I love the intro. It's getting us pumped up. J Mac, who doesn't love also, the compilations of all of our different stars in and around the team. It just gives you that good vibe. Paul Connor's in here. Good to see you, Paul. Always really appreciate you tuning in. He says, love that lineup, but seeing Dyer on the subs bench, that's so annoying. Would have loved to have seen Phillips come on today instead of Dyer. Always good to see you, Paul O'Connor. Also a member of the Paul Army. I think the Paul Army is very strong indeed. P-Dubs, Rhode Island's finest, is in the house. Come on, you Spurs. P-Dubs, let us know at any stage if you have considered. This would be expensive. I'm not expecting you to be able to, be able to do this, in any time in the near future. But if you had, the hot tub and sort of the reputation as being Rhode Island's finest, Dave, would you install maybe a widescreen, maybe a waterproof, kind of widescreen of some kind, kind of in the hot tub? I mean, think about a nice fall, winter evening. I know you like it where it's cold outside, Dave, but you still get to stay sort of warm in the hot tub. That'd be pretty nice.
I mean, it's just being called for to turn it into a little sort of Spurs Oasis, right? Spurs themed, outdoor cover, TV, little bar. P-dubs. We can give you suggestions. Just hit me up if you ever want to hear them, my man.
Good man, P-Dubs. Always good to see you in the house. Lisa M, always good to see you. She says, big up, guys. Good morning. Come on, you Spurs 3-1, but I think it will be tough. Lisa, I like where your head's at. Very
Big up,
rational.
Lisa.
And as well, a lot of people going for the 7-0s, the 5-0s, like myself here. And it's good to see that at least somebody's keeping us, down to earth here. Big up, Lisa. Gabrielle One's in here as well. Good to see you, Gabrielle. As well, he says, and Angel's song is so dope. Yes, it is, my friend. Yes, it is. Georgie Hill's in here. Good to see you, Georgie Hill.
Big up,
Says
Georgie.
We're hanging 6 on these idiots from Sheffield. Come on, you Spurs.
Georgie.
Come on, Harris Army.
go.
Come on, you Podcast Army. Love it, George.
Just quickly, Jacko, Davy Shire, member for 1 month. Big up, Davy, my man. Hopefully you're keeping well. Great to have you back involved with us on this match day festivity. Hopefully, you got through the international break okay. Hopefully Australia done well as well. He says huge ups to Dave and Jack. Come on, you Spurs, 3-1. That's what I like to hear, Davy. The Dave Army's getting strong, Jack. There's a lot of Davies coming out, we love it. We're leaders of men. So big up Davy Shire, brother. Hopefully you're keeping well. And hopefully we get the win today and we can all be sitting here buzzing and bouncing and continue on in against the Filth next week where we're going to surprise them. Let's go. Big up, David.
Top man, David. Only good Davids around the house, around here in the Harris Army. And also really good to see you in here and really always appreciate your contributions, your generosity to the channel, my man. Good to have you part of the Harris Army and the Flat Cap Army. Monkey Allen's in here. He says, come on, boys, let's have it. Tottenham till I die. Love that, Monkey. We have Mark New in here, the legend Mark himself. Big up, guys. Get in there, you Tottenham. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Harris Army. Love it, Mark. Matt Nas is in here as well. Big up to Matt Nas. And then Martin Nightbridge said, afternoon, boys. Been a tough week for me personally, but hoping Ange Ball is the tonic I need. Martin, I remember as well last weekend. I remember, Jim, as well as Kate didn't have too great of a weekend. And, it just hope that, in some way football can be what it used to be for a lot of Spurs fans. It takes you away at least for an hour and a half, who knows, maybe even more, from whatever sort of going on in life or whatever sort of kind of stresses, anxieties you might be having. And, football can be that release, whether you're playing it, whether you're watching it. It's just always can be that time to sort of, take your mind off of things. And I hope that, we get the win, but also we just give you that sort of sense of pride and that sense of, love for, the club again. And I wish you, a better week next week, my man. I'm sorry that, things weren't, I'm sorry you had a tough week, my man, Martin, but hopefully Ange Ball makes things a bit better. Hopefully it's that tonic you need, just like you wrote there.
Yeah, I really do hope so, Martin, my man. I mean, it's horrible going through, tough periods. Hopefully, it's something that we can, drag you out of, my man, and bring a bit of joy to you for the next hour or so, and just take your mind off things. But look, what I will say, for me, when Tottenham were doing well, it was always good to have that escape from the real life problems. The last 3 years, it's just compounded to my problems. But having Ange Ball makes you forget about it, and hopefully we can do the same for you today, Martin. And just turn that frown upside down for a couple of hours, So big up, Martin, my man. Great to see you back. And hopefully, it won't last too long and we can, there's better times ahead. There's always better times ahead. That's something I've learned. You roll out of bed the next day, it's completely different to the day before, my man. Big yourself up.
Absolutely. If you also got to catch Ange's press conference, my man, I think that would definitely in some way, give you some sort of energy, give you some of that, sort of that positivity as well. He had a fabulous press conference, just sort of talking about things outside of football, I think. Big up to Martin. Jerry's in here as well. Good to see you always, Jerry. Really appreciate you tuning in. He says, big ups to everyone. Let's get the 3 points. Come on, you Spurs. Love it, Jerry. Scooter React says, morning, boys. Big ups all. 2 a.m. kickoff here. Love it. Come on, you Spurs. Scooter. Dedication, my
Big
friend. Absolutely crazy. I think the 2 a.m. I think 3 a.m. is probably the worst maybe you can get, if you ask me. But 2 a.m., I mean, by the time the game's over, it's like, 4 a.m., 5 a.m.? It's in the middle of the night. You must feel, you don't even know what to do with yourself. You just sort of just go on with the rest of the day. It's crazy, Scooter. Big ups to you, my man, though. Yeah, it's Sunday morning for you, I imagine. So, Scooter, hopefully you're keeping well this Sunday morning.
Yeah, big up, Scooter Reacts. Great to see you. And big up, everybody. Everyone, all 200 of you. Big yourselves up. And hopefully we can enjoy this game together and get that result, get that victory that we need to keep that good feel factor going, but also, let's give Martin something to smile about. So let's hopefully I know Rombom can make that happen, Jacko.
Rombom makes everybody happy. Rombom makes everybody happy. Big ups to Davey Hall, David Power, Matt White, Stevie D, legend Stevie D. Hopefully you're keeping well, my friend. Chrissy D is in here as well. Sean D is in here. And as well, I think I see Rick and Rio. And then Sebas Wolf. I think I was missing too. Big ups to Sebas. Mitch Groves, Boris Gio, Mr. Mackey, Big Bobby, Kevin Ferguson, absolute legend. Kevin, Bjorn Wandel. Hopefully you're keeping well. And then Warrior Without a Master. Absolute legends, all of you. Smash that like button, please. I know, love the names that you're absolutely crazy.
Quality.
Smash the like button for us, please. Hopefully you're keeping well. Hopefully you're going to get the game on. You can sync up with us at some stage. Hopefully we get treated with a few ROM bombs. You never know, maybe a few Pedro Porro postman deliveries. Looking forward to yet again some Ange ball. And yeah, Dave, pre-match thoughts.
Oh, Jack,
10 minutes to go.
That name's tickled me. What a name. Warrior Without a Master. I mean, that's brilliant. That's absolutely quality.
It's like your spirit animal. That's like you, Dave. You must feel like Warrior Without a Master.
That's what I'm going to start. Sorry. That's what I'm going to start calling myself, Jacko. Do you know what? I've had a terrible cough the last couple of weeks, and I cannot get rid of it. But that's what I'm going to start calling myself, addressing myself. When someone says, what's your name? I'm just going to say Warrior Without a Master and see how they respond. But look, getting into today's game, Jack, honestly, I think how early we score dictates the scoreline of today's game. I think if we score early, Sheffield United at some point have to stop retreating, stop waving that white flag, stand up like men, come out and try and play and try and go and grab something from the game. I think then that suits us. We go on to slap them 4 or 5, probably 6. I would say last week, Ange probably bollocked the guys coming off the pitch against Burnley for not going and getting more, and sort of relinquishing, conceding a goal. I think Ange won't be happy with that. So if we get that same opportunity today, we will go on to punish them. But if we do what we've done against Brentford, which, look, against Brentford, you'd hope we've learned from, right, Jack? It was first game out, Harry Kane, there was nerves. People were waiting to see who was going to be the leaders, who was going to step up. And since then, with games brings confidence, and we've seen that. But against Brentford, we spent a lot of time passing the ball across their 2 blanket back lines. And that's exactly what they wanted us to do. It was a bit slow at times. And we didn't really create too much, clear-cut opportunities, if we're being honest about it. So today would be another test where we're going to set in. They're going to have a 5 and a 3. They're going to keep Ollie McBurney and Archer up front, look to pump the ball to Ollie McBurney, and then Archer runs in behind. He's the pace. And I wouldn't be surprised to see them try and hit a few down our right-hand side as well either at times. So, the back line's going to have to stay switched on there. But if they do and they can just mop it up and give it back to us, we're going to dominate the possession. But today, we have to move that ball with purpose. There has to be a bit of zip about it. Everyone has to be on it. First touch has to be on. And, they have to be positive. As soon as you get the ball out to the wingers, if they're on the wing-backs one-on-one, you've got to take them on. You've got to go at them. And then all the midfielders, they can't just keep looking to pass it sideways. They have to penetrate, slide it down the side of that back tree, over the back tree, in behind the back tree, get down the sides and whip it back in behind it. So there's so many ways. But what we have to do is continue to try. That's how we break these down today, because the longer they sit in, the longer we take to score, the more frustrating it's going to become. But at that period, we have to keep trying.
No, absolutely. And I also want some people to take risks, and I want players to also be confident enough to believe in themselves to be able to, take a half chance, take a quarter chance. If they see a bit of an opening, go for that hit, go for that worldie, try it. Players like Madison, players like Sonny certainly are capable, but I hope Kulusevski maybe can step up today as well. I think Kulusevski has been very creative for others, but I want to see if he can maybe create a goal for himself at some stage. Maybe he pulls off, an absolute, brilliant goal. So, and also Solomon, I think he's going to be very positive, at least hopefully today from what we see. He's always very direct, always trying to take his man on. It's going to be interesting. And I also hope that Spurs crowd are definitely behind them today. I imagine they are, Dave, because, they've been waiting so long to see them play in the stadium. We've only played in the stadium so many times this season anyways. Ian Ferguson says, big up all Ange ball day. Let's get there. Come on, you Spurs. Big up to you, Ian. Hopefully you're keeping well, my man. Or he says POIJTS. Is that an acronym maybe I'm missing, or maybe just mistyped something? But Ian, let me know in the comments. And but big up to my Ian. Hopefully you keep it well this man this morning. Maybe you got a big coffee next to you. We were speaking to Welsh gal this morning, and she's making a visit to the States. And it's early in the morning. What can you really do as a Yank, in the morning that makes you truly feel American?
Just
I was
quickly,
like,
Jack,
get one of those 24-ounce coffees. That really makes you feel American.
Just quickly, Jack, we had someone in the stadium playing a trumpet. I wonder what that's about.
Nice to see, to be honest. Very
Spurs
nice
fans
to
are
see.
in full voice, lad. There's some atmosphere already being created, and we're already 6 minutes out from kickoff. People aren't in the bars anymore, Jack. They're up there standing there waiting.
Love it, Emmer Goat giving them the the love beforehand. What if it's that that trumpet song, Dave, where they go like where it's that hype trumpet song? You know what I mean? If you've heard it before.
Yeah.
I think what if it's that one? Like, what if he's doing that? That'd be sick.
I'm not sure.
I love that one.
I'm not sure what it is, but people in the chat, please let me know what that trumpet thing was about. Because he's not on the pitch playing it. He's like below a stand playing it. Sort of getting people going. So please let me know what that's about, because I know they were looking for a drummer, right, to sort of get the place going and getting bouncing. Maybe the guy got the job. Maybe he thought outside the box, said, let me bring in my trumpet. Who knows? But it's awesome to see. Awesome to see. But everybody, get your score predictions in the chat. Davy Shire, Leighton, Evelyn are in there. Get your score predictions in. Big up, Leighton. 4 art below. Derek Hutcherson, great to see you guys in the building. Shamu's in with us. Mark Lally, DJ Samuel. Paul Connor still with us. Paddy Harnett, big yourself up. Hopefully we get the result today, my man. And then we've got a super chat there, Jack, from Tim Kirby. Tim Kirby, Leighton, you're in the chat. Are you anywhere near Pembroke Avenue, which is where Tim Kirby's from, which is in Wales? Let him know, my man. Maybe, fellow Spurs fans close together. Who knows? But Jacko, he says 5-0 today. He's gone with Son with 2, Kulu with 1, Matters with 1, and Johnson comes off the bench to score, Jacko.
Here's the thing. If you were to go for a 5-0, I could see this, because Sonny, I could see him pulling off a worldie. I just somehow I have it in my heart, I have it in my mind. I've already pictured it. I could see him grabbing a worldie with either the left or the right outside the box. You could also see maybe a tap in, or just some sort of kind of, slide, ball across, the 6-yard box. He just sort of kind of just taps it in like a striker would. Madison, you can see him score a goal in a variety of ways. It could be a free kick. It could just be a bit of space he creates for himself. Kulusevski, I just want to see him get on the score sheet. And if we have a really good day today, I imagine he definitely will have chances to do that. And then if the game gets a bit stretched, and sort of Sheffield United do have to come out the gates at least a little bit more, they have to leave a bit more space in behind, throw on Brennan Johnson, see if he can get that debut goal for himself. I definitely feel like if we grab a healthy 2-goal lead, or even if we're up by 1 goal, I mean, Sheffield United at some stage do have to sort of go for it, throw on Brennan Johnson, see if he can grab us some insurance, some goals.
Oh, imagine that'd be some debut, right? Veliz. Oh, did Veliz make the bench, Jack? Was Veliz on the bench? No, he didn't.
I did not announce Veliz's name I don't remember announcing his name.
No, disappointing. There could have been a nice debut goal for him. But look, what a start it would be for Brennan Johnson to come off the bench and score, right? But then all of a sudden it makes Perisic, when he grabs these opportunities, he has to do more. Same with Kulu. And this is what we want. Good headaches. People performing, people chomping at the bit to get into the team. This is exactly what we want. This is what Ange Postecoglou needs. And once you've got competition, you will win games of football.
Absolutely. Big up to you, Tim. Hopefully you got, a nice cold glass of Coke, or, earlier we were talking about Monster Energy, whatever it might be, Tim, let us know if you got, a nice beverage to the side of you. Big up to you, my man. And also Tequila is joining us in the house. He says, Jacko, give us a clap. Cheers. We love you, Tequila. We do. We love you, Tequila. We do. Big up. Ready to happy clap Tequila if it reaches past noon, or if we end up getting the 3 goals, might crack open an early one, but I got to be a good boy as well. That would be pretty shameful, to crack open one this early. I got to be professional as well, sticking to the coffee, sticking to the water, being healthy for right now. But big up, Steve Tequila. I also was on the pre-match build-up this morning, so I couldn't do my run. I didn't get to earn the beer as much as I normally would.
Well, that's good. We should get a more happy clapper Jack today because he hasn't been able to expel any energy. So, should be done through happy clap, and that's what we all want. Look, we'll give another couple of shout out to a couple of names before the game gets underway. Big up Tim Kirby, still in there, says Dr. Pepper. Makes you feel so good. Big up Tequila. Big up NJ123. Hopefully you're keeping well, sir. James, Paratroopers in with a statement victory, 10-1. Absolutely love it. Big up Spurs 89. We also have Brian Easley as well. Great to see you, my man. DJ Samuel, Big Bobby in the building. Davy Shire says, love our scoring potential, not relying on one man. No, look, long may it continue, my man. Long may it continue. Steve D, my arch nemesis, not so much anymore. Big up, he says, vibe has totally changed at the club. Look at the unity in the tunnel. Absolutely spot on, my man. Big yourself up.
Steve. Big up as well, Brian Easley. Come on, you Spurs from Texas. Absolutely love it, Brian. One of my favorite states, if not my favorite state.
Great to
Big
see
up
you,
to Brian. Hopefully you're keeping well this morning, my friend. Looking forward to this game, Dave. And I must say with caution, I'm loving all the score lines right now. But again, we did say in our pre-match thoughts, to all the members that Sheffield United, bit like maybe the sort of the Brentford game, something to, think about. They're a deep-lying team. They might cause us some trouble, hardworking, low block, very organized. So this could end up being less of a stretched, exciting game, maybe a comparison to like the Burnley or Bournemouth. Could be totally wrong, though. And it could end up being, the big score lines that we would want.
100%. Wayne Bonner's at the game. Shout out. Wayne Bonner sent me a video of the team warming up. So big up, Wayne. I hope you enjoyed that. Also, Kieran's at the game with his sister. So big up, Kieran.
Right,
also, Ollie Freeman and the Kildare Spurs are at the game. Also, big yourselves up. Hope you enjoy it. But we are moments out from kickoff. That all-white kit is looking sexy. I'd argue it should be safe for Europe, but I can't deny I do like it.
We'd love to see it. We'd love to see it.
Madison looking good. Jack, Leicester fans did give out about Madison. The fact, it takes them a while to get going after international duty. So I guess we'll see if that happens today. But also, if we win today, Ange Postecoglou's got Tottenham off to the best start since the 65 league campaign. And we are off.
We're off.
Let's go.
Love it. Oh, Spurs almost stuck in immediately.
That's what we want to see, Jack.
Oh, I'd love to see it already immediately out the gates. Sheffield United coming down their right-hand side here. Cleaned up by Romero. Cleaned out by, looks like Basuma there. Basuma, is he going for the, I'm not sure if I'm seeing the arm sleeve, or it's hard to tell, right now, because he usually rocks that nice arm sleeve, but maybe he's gone for just the regular short sleeves today. Maybe it's a bit hot out there. Let us know, everybody. Is London, is still experiencing that heat wave?
It looks warm.
Sonny pressing the keeper.
Shadows on the pitch.
Yeah, it does look pretty warm.
Van de
Mickey
Ven,
Van de Ven getting his first touches in.
So sexy. I'm raging I didn't get to see
no moon boots about that. Nothing moon boots about that.
Nothing whatsoever. People, bear with me. I will be getting your stats up. We have devised a way to hopefully bring them up cleaner. So just give me 2 minutes and we'll get them up on screen for you guys.
Big up Scooter Reacts. Come on, you Spurs. Big up Sean Maddox. Good to see you in the house, Sean Maddox.
Well, Shawnee.
Romero on the ball here. Searching. Nice. Breaks the lines into Basuma. Basuma out wide to Papa Matsar. Sar being pressed actually quite high by Sheffield. Ooh, Sar. Gone for a very unnecessary back pass, and it was I don't know what Vicario was really supposed to do with that. He actually cleared it out for a throw-in. Good on him.
Oh, fair play, fair play. Now the stats should be up on screen. Everybody, I know you've been giving out about maybe not being able to see them. Let me know if they are any clearer for you. I really do hope so. We have worked hard to try and find a way of making that happen.
Well done, Davo. Ball in here. Big throw-in. Long throw-in. Big Vic. Well done, Vic. Ooh, nice little over the top as well. Destiny Udoji here. It's going down the left-hand side.
The big dog.
Goes back to Basuma. Basuma sprays it out wide to Romero.
Oh, look at that head up, Jack. Look at that head up, looking to play a ball in mind.
Oh, lovely, Sonny. See, I'm telling you, Dave, sometimes, last season it feels like Sonny would, have given that up. Or, it's just his hold-up play is just, grown so much.
Madison cuts inside. Looking to play someone in behind. He's got it. Kulu.
Oh, Kulu tries. Oh, I love it.
Ollie McBurdy to Archer. Oh, great
Oh my
tackle
God,
on the halfway
swarming in
line.
there.
Rambam up against McBurney. Pushes him to the ground.
Get stuck.
Oh,
Oh,
don't
good
give
try,
him free.
Basuma.
Papa Massar! That's it. That's what we're
Oh.
talking about. Trying to dislodge it. Sheffield United building something here. Not if Destiny can help it. Not if Destiny can help it.
It is only the first 3 minutes, but I could be wrong here. Maybe they're trying to make this a bit more. How would you put it? You know, they're Sheffield United are trying to take it to us, or they're trying to at least start out fast. You know, I thought they would maybe immediately set up in a shape. So, you know, they're definitely pressing a bit higher up than I thought. They're going for maybe another long throw in. Nope. Opting against it. Well done, Van de Ven. So much composure.
Honestly, he's that laid back. Sometimes you feel like he's going to fall off his chair. It's ridiculous. The big
Destiny.
Dog. I told you, Jack. It's the monster energy. It's kicking in now.
Romero. Oh, what a dink from Romero. What a little. Oh, that's just gorgeous. Destiny. Solomon. First touches for Solomon. Basuma. Back
Even
to the
just the whip
Rambam.
on the ball. Everything's in front of the players. It's none of this crap behind them. It's beautiful.
Rambam.
It's a good ball down the line.
Kulusevski here. Or not, Sonny. Good touches from Sonny.
To Basuma. Oh, Basuma takes him on.
Well done from Eves.
Destiny Adoji.
Destiny faked out by the run from Solomon, it looks like. Not on the same wavelength.
No, not on the same wavelength. I think it's one of them where Solomon went to run to come back to check his run. And I think Destiny Adoji went to, didn't read it. Good start, though, Jack. At least we're trying. We did say, we are going to see balls like that, go nowhere. But we have to keep trying them. That's the important thing today.
Stevie Webb says, nice job on the stats. Great work, Dave.
Come on, guys. Come on. Absolutely love it. Well, truth be told, Jack put a lot of the research in while I was over at my mother's birthday. But then, with the research, he helped me execute it. So there you are, guys. So big up, Jack, really.
Pop Montasar coming down the right.
Sar. Pappy. Great ball.
Torre.
Madison. Ball in behind. Oh, it's well cut out.
Tried to find Sonny.
Leave that go out for a throw. Well on, Big Kulu.
Out for a throw-in.
Come on, Spurs.
Lazy 801 member for 26 months. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Nick, for your service, my man. As a fan show member as well, he says, oh my God, this client just asked me to change the music from my reggae playlist to pop hits of the 90s. Backstreet Boys for the next 10 hours. Ange Ball, save me.
Oh, I love it. Or is Backstreet Boys
save you from anything?
Backstreet Boys, that song, I Want It That Way? If it is, we could do I Want It Ange's Way. Who knows? You know what I mean? But Nick, sometimes them 90 ones are good to get going. Sonny in behind, can he get on the end of it? Fotheringham comes out and gets cleared. Porro intercepts, though. That's what we're talking about. Sarr into Basuma. Basuma on to Udoji, the big dog. Ooh, let's go. Solomon. Take him on. Oh, he does that lovely. It's a free kick, referee.
Oh, ref. It's right in front of you, man.
Again, Jack, I think today is one of these days where you're allowed to pick players up and swing them.
Oh, I mean, it's just absolutely skinned him there.
Well on, Sonny. I mean, I guess you're just allowed to swing players around now. I don't know whether I'm watching UFC or football anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean...
And then you look at the penalty they gave away against Son earlier against Brentford. I mean, the guy, he didn't even touch him, and then he gave that, and then you're allowed to swing Solomon around the place. And they wonder why, we get frustrated with them.
No, I hear you, Dave. And the other thing, too, I mean, Daniel Levy makes it so convenient just to buy a Solomon kit at the club shop. I mean, it's right there. I mean, he could leave the stadium, just go pick one up. He doesn't need to rip one off, our man there.
It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. I think we'll have to get out them chants, Jack. The referee's a banker, a.k.a. Peter Banks. The referee's a banker. We don't like swearing, or we're trying to cut out the swearing, so we'll go at the referee's a banker. Come on, Mickey Van der Ven. Get a turbo jets. Oh, great ball into Mads. Round the corner. Smash him. Oh, lucky Adoji.
Oh, clearance, though.
Oh, no, it's all right.
Good clearance
as
well.
Oh,
the weight room.
He makes him look like a schoolboy. Back to
Show him the weight room, Mickey.
Oh, what a ball to Mads. Madison.
Oh,
Up to
good
Solomon.
touches.
Solomonster. Cuts in. He does
Oh,
it.
see ya.
Get it in. He still has it.
Sir, he's all over him. Madison. Find
Madison to
Sonny.
Sonny. Back. Oh, poor
Not
layoff by
tried to
Sonny.
play Sonny back. Sonny maybe had the chance to turn there.
Yeah. It's good, though. It's good probing work. That's what we want to see. But big up, Nick, my man. Hopefully you're keeping well. Like I said, you need to get a SAR jersey, my man. You need to get behind them. By the way, actually, Stevie Webb, I meant to ask you, where were you for the quiz there on Friday, my man? Last Friday.
Matters. Oh, nice little curling pass to Solomon. Back into Matters here. See, is that Pedro Porro? Lovely Pedro.
Oh,
Pop him out,
SAR.
Star. Have a hit, lad.
Yeah!
Oh!
Jack, you said this on the pre-match thing with the members yesterday. SAR, he likes to strike from distance.
His eyes light up, Dave. It's almost like a kid in, the candy store. It feels like when he just sees, a chance to have a shot from distance.
He's just setting the sights, Jack. That's all that one is. There's one here today for him.
Even the original, time we bought him, Dave, it's what I first said about him. I was like, from what I can tell, this kid loves a long shot.
Yeah.
He loves having a hit.
Oh, we'll have to go back and look at your scout report and see how much, you got right on the kid. Good defending here.
Basuma.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Lovely from
With
Basuma.
Win that. Oh, beautiful. Oh.
Wow, I can't believe we've retained possession here. Oh, good try, though. Good try. I can't believe we even tried to play out from there. That's crazy.
That's juicy. That's what we want, though, Jack. Look at Kulu getting the press on. Porro following the lead.
Yeah, Kulu's, he's not the quickest, but he makes up for it with how hard he works off the ball.
Go on, Sonny. Make him go long. That's what we're talking about. Give it back to us. Thank you. Kids off a baby.
Oh, good touch.
Oh, no.
Basuma. Good pressure from Basuma.
Sorry, I meant to say sweets off a baby. What did I say? Kids off a baby. Doesn't even make sense.
Big up, Tyler. Hopefully you're keeping well, Tyler. Haven't seen you today. Big up, Tyler.
Big up, Big T.
And Rob Belcher. Haven't seen you today. What Rob Belcher either. Hopefully you're keeping well. Big up, Rob.
Big up, Rob. Hopefully you're keeping well, sir. Hopefully you're recovering as well, my man. Sheffield United on the attack. He's dancing through. Oh, Van de Ven cuts that out. What a
tackle from Van de Ven.
He even tackles with his back and still wins it. Gets his legs round to hook it. Go on, Kulu. Smash him. Oh, Kulu's making him nervous. Go on.
Making him choose.
Help him out, Sonny.
Oh, good try.
Let's go. Look at that from Kulu. Still going.
Still running, yeah. Sheffield United are trying to play.
Yeah.
They're not, playing as negative as I kind of thought they would.
It's early yet, Jack. They're enthusiastic, That's all they are right now. They're just enthusiastic.
And Paul's contagious. Makes them want to try it themselves.
It's a trick to lure them out.
Oh
no, they got men over.
Oh, good chance here for
Bernie. Oh, their own player blocked it.
Bernie. Good block.
McBurney, our best centre back in there. That's a free on Sonny, surely.
Yeah, that looked like a free kick.
Did look like a free kick. Give it.
Sonny.
Go, Madison. This is a chance. Madison and Son or Solomon. Out to Solomon. He's going to want to cut in and have a shot. He plays it to Madison. He hits it.
Heavy.
Over and hits it. Good idea, though. That was a good chance, though. That was a good breakaway opportunity. We have to be sharper than that. It's a long ball in behind and Ron Bomb and Van de Ven. Look at that. Look at that. No long balls. No clearances back to opposition. Love it. David Clark says all the 3 o'clock kickoffs are still all 0-all. Look, coming back from international break, I don't think you'll see many teams really get going until later in the first half, early second half. They're all just finding their rhythm. Sean Malik says Sheffield is leaving space. If we can win lots of balls, we can utilise that space. Absolutely spot on, Shawnee. Great analysis, my man. Ron Bomb.
Romero searching.
Madison, that's poor,
good try
Madison.
From Matters. Yeah, almost a dangerous giveaway, though.
Back to Madison.
Matters. He's dropping deep.
Into Basuma. Let's go and help this. Starting to slow it down a little bit. I don't like that. We're looking to draw them out, and Sheffield won't come out too much. Doji back over to Romero. Beautiful. Use it going forward. Great ball into Madison.
Nice.
Look at that. Get turned. Son's... Oh, he's
Oh!
offside anyway, I thought.
Maybe.
Good idea, though. Just a heavy touch.
Fired it
Madison
into
gets
Sonny
turned
there.
on the ball in the midfield. Plays. So someone's onside as well, actually. Heavy
He
touch
dropped
from
back.
Sonny.
That other center back, he dropped back and
Yeah.
held him on. Fired it into Sonny's left foot. It just
But we're getting
absolutely...
going. We're getting going.
Yeah.
Just that final pass. Once that clicks, we're in. Well, great defending back there. Romero again.
Vicario to Romero. Romero
Let's get
looking,
Porro
scanning.
involved.
Yeah,
get
Pedro
Porro
Porro
involved.
needs some touches. Get the postman in here.
Mickey van der Ven to Madison. Looks like it's getting colder out there. Looks like the sun's gone in. Mads. Out to Romero. You want to just leave you open the club shop so they can run in and get a jacket. Go on, Sonny. Charge that down. Heavy touch by the goalkeeper. Long ball. Romero and Van der Ven clean these up all day. Look at that. Oh, beautiful header as well. Look at that cushion there. Oh, ref. What's he blowing?
He's calling offsides.
It better be
Offsides, or
to
he's
us.
giving us a foul. He's giving us a foul. Should have just played advantage.
I was going to say, if he's given that, then that tackle on Solomon earlier was a yellow. Adoji on the ball. Gets the cross in. It's blocked. Sheffield just kick it straight back.
Good
to us
pressure.
Or by Basuma. Well done,
Good pressure from
Adoji. Well done, Basuma.
Good pressure from Solomon.
Monster, heavy touch. Wins it back, though. That's great industrious work by him. Being held as well.
See pop?
Romero. Now they're reverting back to shape. Mads. Out to Solomon. Basuma. Starting to play into their hands now. Get it to Porro's feet. Take him on, Pedro. Good to see us dominating the possession, though.
Yeah, now you would say Sheffield's starting to sit at least a little deeper now.
Yeah.
Kind of almost like how Fulham were. Oh, what a turn from Pedro. Pedro.
He's done him. Kulusevski gets the ball in. He's pulled back to Madison. It's cleared. Oh, my God. Pedro Porro sent him back to the academy with that.
Oh, Cootie as well.
Basuma.
Oh, Pedro.
Basuma's had a bit of a poor start. Oh, what skill by Pedro Porro. Defender coming on. Back, flicks it with the back heel round the defender. It was absolutely saucy. What's he gone down for? That's soft. 20 minutes added on now for that. Joseph Tyler says, big up Irish Hotspur. Hope you lads are well. Go to Dyer on the bench ahead of Phillips as ideal game for young lad. Look, what I will say with that, Joseph, I think Ashley Phillips plays against Colchester on Tuesday night, my man. I think that's probably why he's been left out. And he plays that Colchester game for the under-21s. It'd be more beneficial for him to play the full game there than what he will coming off the bench today. So I think that's probably the reasoning behind it. Don't agree with it, but that is probably the reasoning behind it, my man.
Big up, Joseph. Mickey looking. Ball out wide now to Kulusevski. Bit of space. Cuts inside. Back post. Oh! Good ball. It came in a pop Matsar.
Good attempt.
Ooh, he had Sonny maybe for the... If he tried. I don't know if he had enough power on it.
Have the ball
Kulusevski
back.
Doing work.
Skin the two of them.
Kulusevski earning us a corner. He's doing work out there.
Well on, Kulu.
Sheffield United being put under more pressure, you could say now.
Yeah, a lot more.
Kulu's already getting some battle scars.
Come on, Spurs. Let's get an early goal here.
Good chance for Tottenham. Romero! Nearly a rom bomb. Sean Maddox says, we need our mids to break the lines. We are not as decisive on the attack. Do you feel like maybe the midfield, Dave, could be doing a bit better? I don't know. It's just, I think we're just waiting for somebody to make that, brilliant pass. And we also need maybe some better touches from the forwards, I would say, too.
I think Basuma's been poor enough. We need a bit more out.
Lovely play.
Yeah, look, we just need a bit more running out of possession will help as well.
Pop, scanning, Pop. He's full of energy. Matters. Oh, lovely. Kulusevski. Basuma.
Go on,
Basuma. Oh,
how's that,
Dave. Almost the commentator's blessing.
How's that not going in?
Dave. Oh, Dave.
How's that not gone in? That was great play by Basuma. Gets on the ball. Skins 1, Skins 2.
He went near post.
Oh, he should have went for the dink.
Should have went for the dink. Maybe if he got enough power on it, could have tried to go far post.
Should have went for the dink, Jack.
Oh, what a run from Basuma. Almost the commentator's blessing.
Oh.
The opposite of the commentator's curse.
Derek saying the referee's a twerp.
Lovely individual work, though, from the team. Or from Basuma, I mean. Matters dropping deep here. Pop. Oh, lovely. Now the midfield's working. Now he's starting to tick now, Basuma. Into Pop. Pedro Porro, you got to make that run, man. You got to be ready. Outside to the top of the box now. Matters looking. Solid monster. Oh, good effort from Sonny.
Oh. That's more like it, though. That's what we want to see.
That's what I if Sonny is going to score today, I expect it to be in this sort of manner right here. These sort of areas. I can see him pulling off a worldie.
Jack,
good effort. I like that he's ready to take that.
Can you refresh the match stream for us, lad?
Sure.
Cheers, lad. Come on, Spurs. Legend. Richarlison on the bench doesn't... You can tell he's got a lot going on in his mind. Dyer sitting beside him looking angry. Big hands with the arms folded.
Oh, Basuma stuck in. Oh, trips over the ball, though. Oh, Pop getting stuck in. Sir! I felt like his arms were down there.
Yeah, so did I. It's harsh by the referee, that. Don't agree with that. We haven't created enough so far in the opening few minutes, Jacko.
Oh, good save from Vic. Oh.
Go away with that one.
Huge chance there for McAtee. Ball over the top.
He's offside there, surely.
Yeah, wing back is definitely offsides there, but still, Spurs, playing on there.
Oh, what
good ball
save.
in. What a save! What a save
chance.
from Vicario.
Got down with his feet. It's an easy chance. He should have buried that.
Wow. Oh, good chance here. Matters. Oh, he had options as well. I feel like he could have taken another touch. Oh, Matters. Huge chance. Oh, he had time. He had space. I feel like he could have made that a little bit more difficult for Sheffield.
No. Well dealt with. Come on, Tottenham.
Brennan Johnson warming up. There he is.
The big Johnson. That's what we want to see. Get him on the second half.
Oh, Spurs under pressure here. Good clearance from Vic. Oh, someone get on that. Thank you, Pape. Come on, Kulu. Destiny.
Madison.
Romero. Van de Ven. Madison. Oh, good chance here. Sonny, what a touch. Sir! Sir! Oh, he's off. Oh, my Lord. What a good play from... Good play. Was he off? It looked like a penalty, though. Was he off, though? No, he's on there. And he looked close. That looked close. That looked close.
Definitely
when was he offside? When was he offside is my question.
Come on. Fucking hell, internet. Oh.
Do you want me to try a different match stream?
I don't think it's you, Jack. I think it could be on my end. I can't even see what's going on. Every time one of the Spurs players touch the ball, it freezes. Every time Sheffield United players on the ball, it plays. It's pissing me off. I'm not allowed to watch quality anymore. I'm not allowed to watch quality anymore. They're trying to ban it.
You want me to try a different one for you?
Yeah, just try and put in a different link on and see if that works.
Okay, just a sec here. Solomon, though. Running down. Solomon getting stuck in. Oh, is he going to go for a screamer? Oh! Good effort. Good effort from the Solomon monster. What an effort from the man. All right, just a second here, Dave. What an effort from Solomon monster.
Good effort. That's what we want to see.
Oh, now Sheffield United trying to go for their own here. Sonny. Oh, good pressure.
Big up Scooter React says Sonny being offside a lot. Look, you got to keep encouraging him. You got to keep encouraging him to be able to keep making them runs. Don't worry, it'll come. He has to keep making them runs for sure. Cheers, Jacko.
Vicario sprays it out wide to Pedro.
Destiny.
Suma.
Madison. Oh, go on, Mads.
Oh.
Ref! WWE.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
At least he's got them. Probably wants to test out his phone
Bash out a
next.
card for us.
He's away there. He's away. He won't be doing that again. Who's that? Basham. Living up to his name there. Referee's jealous at Madison's hairline. It's a short free kick.
Matters.
Into Basuma. I don't think they know what they wanted to do here. Sarr.
Pop.
Tries poor ball in, really.
Well done from Basuma. Good recovery.
Pedro Porro back to Vicario.
Vicario.
Come on, Tottenham, wake up. Let's create something. Out to Basuma. Down the line to Mads.
Keep your run, man.
Fucking Jesus. It's very frustrating.
Yeah.
That we're actually trying to put the ball down the sides, which is good, and the opportunity's there, but the passes are being overcooked.
I agree. Sean Maddox also saying, why is Sonny chasing alone? Our movement is lacking. It feels like he's missing some pressers with him, up front. I feel like we're doing a good job at recovering, kind of the ball in midfield, and the defenders, have done a pretty decent job at, not letting too much past them. But maybe up front, we could try to put them under a bit more pressure. I could see what you're saying. Scooter React says, Sonny's been offside a lot. Stevie Webb says, this Vicario keeper is going to be a Tottenham legend in time. Fantastic all-around keeper already. Can only grow in stature through time. Well, he's got plenty more, games ahead. But what I have liked about him, Stevie Webb, is from what I've been told from people who actually go to the games, is that he's one of the most vocal, they've seen in a long time, actually, as a keeper. They say he's actually more vocal than even Hugo ever was, which is crazy to even think about.
Yeah. No, it's what you need. Your goalkeeper has to be vocal. Has to be very vocal.
Good tackle from Van de Ven, though. They went long. Sheffield, they went long, and the flick on that we initially won, it looked like actually ended up working out for them, and they had a decent chance there. But Van de Ven, great defending. Back to, Kulusevski, the keeper. You love to see it. Not letting the keeper have a moment there. Treating him like an outfield player. You absolutely love it. He's bodying into the keeper. Getting stuck in. Free kick, though. No card for Kulusevski either. So, well worth it, if you ask me. Well worth it. Sheffield definitely are going long here. And McBurney wins it again. Wow, good play from Basuma there. What a first-time pass. It's in a pop, Matasar. We're breaking the lines here. Kulusevski.
Come on.
Kulusevski still.
Madison.
Matters.
Sarr on the outside.
Pedro, come on, man. We need no delivery.
Sarr! Yeah, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. He's come through the back of him.
Has to be. He's gone down.
He's got to give that. If the one against Brentford was a penalty against Son, that's a penalty. He's come through the arse of him. Surely VAR are looking at that.
Matters not how much of it. He's not making that much of an appeal. Seems to just be waved on here still. Solomon.
Surely they're checking it, though. Solomon. Van de Ven.
Come on, Basuma. There you are, man.
Big boss. There we are. Taking on two of them.
There you are. Wow.
Give it into Sonny. You got to go into Madison there. 1-2.
Pedro, come on, man. Oh, get stuck. Well done, Madison.
It's just all
Pedro's
us.
Got to be a little sharper. He's got to get into the game.
A final ball isn't there.
Yeah.
Out to Destiny. Come on, kid. Or Sarr.
Destiny. He's look how high up he is. Basuma now. See, Matters. But he finds Pop Matasar out wide.
Matasar.
Outside the foot.
Why did he go for the outside of the foot cross? To Madison. Goes it?
Madison!
Oh, geez, how did he catch that? That was a good swing with the left foot by Madison. How did the keeper keep hold of that? That was good hands.
Look at all the junk the keeper has inside the goal there. He's got a towel. He's got like 3 water bottles. Like, I mean...
Probably has a GPS system as well, Jack.
Yeah, he's practically a camera short of being Ben Foster, Dave, or whatever his name is.
Good swing. You want the white players to do a bit more here today, Jacko. That's a penalty. How's that not a penalty? I don't understand it.
Yeah,
he hasn't touched the ball. Maybe he's gone down a bit easy, but he hasn't touched the ball.
Well, we at Brentford, look at Brentford. I mean, if you were to look at the Jensen penalty, I mean, he went down very easily.
And that's what I hold it up to.
Yeah, it's if you look at the soft penalties, then I mean, even after that penalty incident, Dave, I remember saying, I was like, well, might as well just kind of encourage our players to go down now. Let them go down easy, because
that's a penalty. It's a penalty. He's took the heels off him, Jack. They just showed it again. It's a penalty. VAR should be in his ear right now giving that. Watch this again. Look. There's contact there on the back. There's
penalty. And he's lifted. Yeah, he lifted his legs again there.
That's got to be a penalty. If that's not a penalty,
he's almost in a way swung through. He's almost kind of swung through in a way, Dave. He kind of lifted his legs up afterwards.
He's got to give that. They've surely got to send him to the monitor at least.
I think
he doesn't walk back on this pitch and give that.
Is it too late to do it?
It can't. Shouldn't be. It's a bloody penalty. They should be in his ear straight away. If that's not given, I go mad. School Reacts agrees. He says that's 100% a penalty. Rinsy's asking for it. Big yourselves up. Shawnee Maddox. Big up, my man. Martin Nicebridge.
Big up, Jimothy.
We were wearing them down. Second half would be... Yeah, I think so, Martin. I think so. If the referee doesn't give this...
Cynical Dad, good to see you. Yeah, I don't really understand it, Dave. I actually am even a little more confused on that Sonny one, because I was sort of like, he didn't even look offsides. Like on the second, it was just sort of I think it was the line judge, right? Yeah. Judged it as offsides, but it didn't even look offsides to me at any stage. And that one I found a bit funny as well.
Could that be in handball there either? I can't believe it.
The keeper, I guess, is pulled up short. Maybe he tripped over all the junk that he has inside of his goal.
Let's test him out. Send him in goals for a penalty.
Jimothy, good to see you in the house. He says that's unreal. That has to be a penalty. I mean, it would have been a soft penalty. I mean, I'm not absolutely furious about it, but on the on the Jensen occasion with Brentford, you have to make an appeal for it. James Madison's making a stronger appeal for it now that we've had some because
they've seen it.
Yeah, because they probably have gotten more of a glimpse of it. I feel like what made it more of a case of a penalty was the fact that he initially kind of went at his heels, but then after Madison was sort of feeling the contact, he then lifted up his legs as well to sort of like go through him a bit more. So if you were to judge it as a penalty, you could see it as him kind of following through in a way.
It's just infuriating. It's just infuriating because the one with Sonny, the guy went down 2 minutes later. He went down straight away because of the contact not given. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Jimothy says that announcers on Peacock said that VAR cleared it in like 20 seconds after it happened. So I don't think it's going to be a penalty, lads. Terrible decision. Yeah.
Joe,
thanks for letting us know, Jimothy.
What, we'll probably get a stupid apology after. I'm sick of it.
Sir? Drew Zilla also saying that was Basham, Dave. So maybe that was also part of it, right? He's already on a yellow. Right. Drew Zilla saying that would have been a second yellow and a pen.
Yep. So they should have intervened.
Good point, Drew.
Sick of it. Big up, Drew Zilla.
And then Ribsy85 saying how they're taking the piss with all this time wasting for catching a ball. Oh! Good cross from Solomon. Effort. Not a bad jump from Sonny either.
Good effort. Come on, Spurs.
7 minutes here till regular time is over. Or till till any sort of additional time.
Good climb by Son.
Solid monster. Decent cross. Good rising early. That's what you need to do anyways. You need to jump early as well.
What is going on?
Peacock commentators both say it was a pen, says Brian.
It's 100% a pen. The fact's not given.
That's a rare occasion too, because the Peacock commentators are full of Chelsea, ex-Chelsea players. They're saying it's a pen. Oh, nice. Into Sonny.
Back to Solomon. He's muscled out. It's cleared.
Good little pen. Whoever played that, was that Solomon who played that ball into Sonny? It was a good pass. King Hoddle says, apparently all our threats coming down the left side. Yeah, I would agree with that. Matters. Into Solomon. Oh, not the greatest touch. Oh, Papa Sarr, Dave. Look at those legs just pumping. Great recovery. Come on, Tottenham.
Good ball.
Oh, good pass from Sarr.
Why is there freezing it now? Why?
Oh! Good chance for Matters.
Fucking hell.
What a chance for Matters. He's appealing for a corner as well.
I'll be back in a sec, Jack. I need to go and check my internet box.
No worries, man. No worries. Okay. 5 minutes here, lads. Still a good chance for a Rom bomb. We got a Rom bomb when we needed one last time. Can we get one on this occasion? Someone been written into the book? Looks like someone for Sheffield United's been put into the book. Cameron Archer grabbed an absolute grabbed an absolute stunner for them. I remember in their last game against Everton. Kulusevski into Basuma. See Sarr. Sarr, pick your head up, man. There you are. Into Matters. Solomon out wide. He's been getting a lot of space. Solomon into Kulusevski. Oh, good touch. Not in the same wavelength as Sarr there. It's a good idea from Kulusevski, actually. Destiny Udoji. Nice. Into Sonny. See? Oh, Pedro Porro made a nice little run into the box there. Basuma put under pressure. Oh, but he spins him like he's not even there. Into Pedro. Pedro. Into Kulu. Come on, Kulu. Gets off a shot with the right. Gets blocked. Pedro. Whip one in, man. Oh, nearly there to Destiny at the back post. Neil G, I think, we were going into it very confident, my man, but as well, if you got to, for our pre-match thoughts, we did sort of say that, this could end up being a similar game to the Brentford game. And I think it sort of has in a lot of ways. I think it's been a bit similar to this Brentford match. Let's grab some space here. Let's grab a goal here. Madison, back post. That's another corner. Romero all over it. Romero grab a third goal of the season. I mean, he's already kind of higher up there on the scorers list. Can we see also maybe can we see a Mickey Van de Ven goal? Kulusevski taking the corner this time. Oh, referee just wants to get involved. He's trying to get his little camera time. A lot of movement in that. Oh, a lot of shirt pulling. Sir! Out wide to Basuma. Kulusevski. Little heavy to Sarr. Great recovery, though, from Pape. Basuma. Back to Pedro Porro here. Destiny. Solomonster. Driving down this left Solid Monster. Nice little pass into Destiny. Cleared out. Oh, good try from Mickey Van de Ven. Good play from McBurney, actually, there. Great play from him. He actually got stuck in on Van de Ven. Van de Ven got stuck in on him, but ended up getting sort of the lucky touch, McBurney, and that's a good chop inside, to be fair to him. It's also caused us some problems. If they've ever caused us problems, it has been from some of those long balls, and he's been able to get ahead on it. He's quite good in the air. But for the most part, Spurs are making some nice passes into that penalty area. It's just not really getting the right shot on goal that we need. Not getting the clear-cut chance. Zuma. Misplaced long ball over to Pedro or to Kulusevski. Bit weird as well. Something's very weird that's going on there. Yellow card for the keeper.
Why?
Yellow card for the keeper. Oh, playing it. That's hard to tell if that was, yeah. Jeez. Howler from the keeper. Giving us a chance. Good pressure from Kulusevski to get us that. Free kick to Tottenham here. Kulusevski's even, somehow he's procured a water bottle of some sort. Can we get a good chance here? Can we get a good ball in?
If they freeze this when the free kick's about to be taken, I'm going to scream. It's every time Tottenham's on the attack, they seem to freeze it. Oh,
Kulusevski.
Oh, good idea.
Oh, it went deflected.
Corner
or did
kick.
it not? Or someone's giving Kulusevski an earful, maybe? I'm not sure. Kulusevski looks angry. He looked very angry there. Basuma.
Short one. What's that? What is that? It's so frustrating.
Pop Matsar. Ribsy, you're so right. keeper with those reactions to try to get there after the decade of housery of him being on the floor as well. That's a good point. Pop Matsar here. Basuma.
He needs to wake up. His pass has been shit.
Matters. Sar. Matters over the top. Pedro! Ah. Just a little too long once again. Just been the theme of it. Just tad too long. Tad too heavy. It's been the theme of this this half. Oh. Keeper probably should have come and claimed it anyways.
I swear these company freeze it every time Tottenham attack. I swear they do it on purpose. I swear. They will let me watch everything perfectly, crystal clear, passing around the back for 20 minutes. Soon as one ball goes forward, freeze. I'm sick of it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they let me watch them all walk up for the corner. Now they freeze. Oh my Lord. I can't take it.
Free header for McBurney. Absolutely free header. straight into Vicario's arms, luckily. Referee surely. Oh, you have to give a yellow card there, ref. He's kicked it away. Jeez. Romero. Halftime.
Thank fuck for that. It was dreadful.
An interesting one, I must say. I think KG sort of difficult to really unlock them and at certain times, but in a way when we did, just didn't really get sort of the right, shot to really challenge the keeper enough. I feel like we have had some openings, but the shot's been either a little tame, a little bit too direct, maybe at the keeper. But we've had good chances, I'll be honest. Not great chances, but we've had decent chances. And I feel like maybe on one occasion we could have done a bit better. Absolutely could have earned a penalty at some stage too. It felt like the referee maybe had one or two occasions where maybe either Sonny was on sides and they ruled him off sides, but then was taken down. Madison's looked like a penalty. And I feel like there was another occasion that, seemed maybe a bit, sort of a, testy, or it seemed like a bit like it could have been considered, but definitely I wouldn't say I'm really all that disappointed with the performance, this half. I do see us grabbing a goal at some stage, but it is a little bit on that side of things that Dave and I spoke about in our pre-match thoughts, where it could be like a Brentford. And I see this right now a little bit similar to being like the Brentford game, where they are kind of causing us some frustrations, and they are, making life a bit difficult for us. But also maybe some of the sort of kind of onus has not been taken from certain players. I'd like to see Pedro Porro get into the game more. Kulusevski really started to have a bright spark to the, end of that half, but felt like he disappeared a little bit at one stage. Solomon has had a lot of the ball, but would maybe like to see him try to get more shots off. But he's had some good passes into Sonny. Sonny has had overall good movement, but maybe on certain occasions his touch has let him down. You feel like in the second half he definitely won't let that happen, but you would say maybe on certain occasions when he's been played in behind, the touch maybe has been a bit off. But then on others, he's had a fabulous touch. So it's just one of those things. And the midfield, right? I would say Madison, maybe one of the better performers in the midfield. He had one good chance, though, I was a little frustrated with, where we ended up having like a 3-on-2 or kind of like a, something, where we had some numbers and he was sort of driving it right through the middle. And he went for a pretty long sort of shot that I felt like he just, if he wanted to shoot it, he could have taken a few more touches and then could have banged it, or he could have played someone in. I thought it was just a tad bit wasteful. Basuma had that fabulous run, that fabulous sort of a dribbling run. He maybe could have done a bit better with the finish, but overall it was a fabulous run. So it's hard to say, Spurs haven't created chances. It's just one of those things. Maybe we could have done a bit better on one or two of them, a bit better decision-making, maybe a better final ball, better finish. But I don't know. I see us finishing at some stage. I just see us grabbing a goal. Sheffield United started to kind of really sort of disappear in the game as well. In the beginning they were causing us some problems, but towards the more the game went on, the more we kind of kept them out of it. Dave, we'll try to figure out a better link for you in the next half. But from what you could see, what have you made of this half?
Honestly, all I saw is players walking up for a corner, freezes, and the ball being passed around the midfield. And anytime the ball Frenches forward, it freezes. I swear, someone's out there doing it on purpose. It's just so frustrating. However, look, I don't think we've done enough in possession. You look at our shots and shots on target, good, but a lot of them are from distance. We haven't really created any clear-cut chances, which, look, was always going to be hard today. But on the breakaways we have had, the passes have been overhit. Basuma, not good enough. He's given away the ball multiple times in that first half. It's not good enough. He needs to do more. Madison needs to wake up more. He's the guy we're looking at now for the creativity. Step up. Sarr, until the end, a couple of nice bits and pieces. 1-2's moving about. Needs to do more from that midfield. Solomon, he's done all right. He's looked to go at his fullback every single opportunity, but he hasn't got round him. You look at Kulu on the other side, hasn't done enough the other side for me either. We need these players to get into the game. They need to create things. Sonny, I feel sorry for. He's making runs in behind. The ball's just not coming. And that has to change. We have to, that has to change. We have to do more. And the players have to move the ball quicker with a bit more purpose. There's a few sloppy passes, sloppy touches. You need to tighten that up. Everything has to be crisp and clean today, especially that second half. But possession-wise, we're dominated like expected.
Absolutely has. Yeah, definitely. And for the most part, I don't know. Maybe it could be a bit cleaner and more the final third and certain other stages, but I wouldn't say that's something I would put on everybody's doorstep, Dave, right? I think other players have maybe done a decent job at trying to create chances. I think actually the back line has done a really good job at cleaning up. Van de Ven has made some nice tackles. Romero has been good in possession. And I do feel like maybe on that left side, Udoji's made some good runs, trying to make things happen. And it's just maybe been just a tad bit sort of wasteful or just we haven't gotten that little bit of quality in some of the either passes or, strikes or finishes that maybe we needed. Pop Matasar is making some great runs, but maybe he could do a bit better on some of his, sort of chances that maybe he's had in and around the penalty area. I wouldn't know, though, if anybody's been really totally off it and, totally needs to step it up and, pull themselves together. But we just need, in my opinion, at least, a tad more concentration, tad more sort of focus maybe on some of these sort of good chances that get presented to us. And when you're creating so many chances, you sometimes might think that another one's just going to come your way, 2 minutes later, 3 minutes later. But you also have to be very, very diligent, or at least very, careful with the ones that you do get. You want to try to be more clinical. So that's all I could actually say, about the team this half is maybe just be a bit more clinical.
I do want to talk about the referee decision on that penalty, by the way, but Davy Shire has gifted out 1 Irish Hotspur membership. Big up, Davy, absolute legend. And that's gone by the way of George. George, make sure you use that membership, my man. Check out the community section regularly. That's where all the members-only content goes to. A lot of what me and Jack do for the members and stuff like that. So make sure you check that out. And big up, Davy Shire. Anyone else, if you want to help support the channel, do what Davy Shire's done. Gift out memberships to people, and, helps people that maybe can't afford it, to be able to sort of access and stuff like that. And look, they are very, very cheap as well. Feel free to get in super chats and smashing that like button. But look, Jack, I mean, I just feel we're very sloppy in possession. But I want to get on to that referee call. That's a disgrace, by the way. They showed an angle from behind Madison, and he took his leg. He lifted his leg off the ground, made contact with Madison. Madison has every right to go down. And that's a penalty all day long. The fact that they cleared it after 20 seconds is an absolute joke. How many times have we been on the receiving end? For instance, I'll take you back to West Ham, when they spent about 20 minutes looking for a reason not to give the penalty, and eventually found one and convinced everyone around them to go with it. I'm absolutely sick of it. What is the point in VAR if they cannot get decisions right? At the end of the day, the person in the VAR room is the one still making a decision, and it's still his interpretation of the rule. But to have the referee miss it, okay, fine, it happens. But to have the VAR and to have guys in the room that are referees and stuff like that, and still not be able to come to the right decision, is absolutely disgraceful. When you look at the one given against Sonny, the guy went down 10 minutes after contact, gave the penalty, but yet this one, they can't give it. Right. I'm sick of it. It's a penalty.
No, you're absolutely right. Dave, that's a very good point, that Jensen actually went down, so much after, so far after, whereas Madison, he probably exaggerated it, but did he really, kind of exaggerate, when he felt the contact? No, I think he just sort of, made it clear and obvious to the referee. They should absolutely, look at that as a penalty. But I guess just the referee's been weird, where he's let a lot go, but things that they've been told to sort of kind of crack down on more, like even at one stage, right, the McBurney, kicked the ball away, and that's supposed to be a straight yellow, and he didn't give it to him. And I think in the case of Basham as well, right, it was kind of odd that, maybe they didn't even look at it, considering he already was on a yellow card. You would think they would kind of just be straight away like, all right, maybe we should look at this. And the same thing I think Ribsy brought with the keeper. It was a bit funny that the keeper, after that penalty incident, the keeper spent about sort of 10 minutes, trying to waste time there sort of for Sheffield. And all of a sudden, he's sprinting all over the place, but he was acting like he couldn't walk, for 10 minutes. So I think, the referees maybe not, but isn't much of a surprise. I don't think there's been that many games where really the referees have, held themselves in really great regard. So it's something we have to rise above. And that's something we as fans have gotten used to, where we have to rise above it, and we have to, can't blame it all on them, but we want them to come to our aid, and we want them to certainly help us here. I just think we need slight more just sort of clinical, just need someone to be a bit more clinical with whatever chance they're given. Sorry,
Look,
Dave. Yeah, you were going to say something else.
the fact that we're talking about the referee decision proves that the football hasn't been good enough, right? However, in games like these, sometimes it does come down to a referee decision, but they have to have the cojones to have it. I'm sorry, but I can't get over it when they've got all the safe, fail-proof plans all behind it. There's like 3-4 steps to be able to come to the
Yes.
right decisions, and they still can't do it. It's absolutely mind-boggling. But look, the fact that we're speaking about it does reflect that we just haven't created enough. We haven't really done anything in possession. Yes, we've had a couple of long-range shots, but we need to tighten up in that final third. And we also need to be quicker. There needs to be more movement off that ball. It can't only be Sonny running in behind. Others have to make that run, and others have to get their head up. Like there's a couple of times in the first half, Jack, Basuma got the ball. Madison's in a great position. You're thinking first time into Madison. Basuma takes a touch, slows it down, goes out the other way. That's what Sheffield United want. They want that. We need to start feeding it more between the lines.
Yeah.
Look, I do think a goal will come. Don't get me wrong. I do think eventually we'll break them down and a goal will come. But the longer this game goes, the more it's going to suit them and the more the outcome will probably come out in their favour. So we need to, early second half, pin them straight back in and go and get that goal. We have to tidy it up.
Yeah, we do have to tidy it up there. And when you're also trying to break down a very deep lying defense like Sheffield's, you need some of those touches to be even more, spot on. You need some of those passes to be even more precise and all those sort of things. You need everything just to be more clinical, more precise, especially going into the second half. I feel like, Dave, yes, I think we've had most of our chances for more of the long shots. I think it's actually, I would name one or two occasions where I think the chance actually would have been better for us had it just been maybe a better decision, maybe by a player. It could, and especially Madison's case, I would say like that was a really good chance for us. And he decided to go with the long range effort. Fair play to him. I mean, he can absolutely bang them, but if he wanted to do that, like I said, he could have taken an extra touch if he wanted to, something on, in that regard. And then also too, remember that one with Pop Matasari decided to, head it towards the keeper when he did have Sonny, kind of ready to just sort of tap it in. Sort of those sort of moments where I think, we could have just made a better decision actually. And then we might have actually ended up with that goal. Going into the second half, would you look for any substitutions, Dave? And also we have Adrian Chia saying Beast Suma waltzing through the defense was the best move so far. It was that was a terrific chance. And I wish he got his rewards for it with a goal and decide to go near post. I think he just, like anybody would, you have all your, he kind of had all his momentum sort of kind of going one direction, and he sort of just hit it with the left, and praying that it would just sort of go through the keeper. He could try maybe to think about the dink finish, like Dave was saying. But he's not really a striker, right? He's not going to always have, that sort of, thing going through his head. It was a terrific move though, to be fair to him. And he had another terrific turn where his, I would say his dribbling has been spot on today at Basuma. But yeah, Dave said, I think you feel like he could be still a bit better in his passing. You think?
I just think, near the end there was a sloppy touch that he gave away the ball on the edge of the box and then a pass behind Kulu. You can't be passing it behind players in games like this. Everything has to be forward. I just think he needs to tidy that up a little bit. But also, I think I want to see more of him doing that dribbling, Jack. This is the game to do it. Get on the ball, drive up players, take them out. He's proven he can do it, and I want to see him do it a bit more consistently. You need that in these games. You need someone that's going to get on the ball, run up players, take 2 or 3 of them out, and put it in the bottom corner. You have to do it, because if you don't, passing it left to right is exactly what they want.
Yeah, good point, Dave. Would you make any substitutions going into this half? Would you think about bringing in Richarlison?
No.
What's your mindset on substitutions right now? Stick with the same group?
Yeah, just go in and give them a bit of a bollocking and a bit of a G up at half-time, Jacko. Get them to come out, tell them the old-fashioned, you've got 15 minutes. If not, I'm making substitutions. But there's no need to make any drastic changes. Like, the thing is, no one's been terrible, but no one's been excellent either. And, that's the problem. There hasn't been one standout player. So for me, send them out. They're dominating the game. But they just need to be more quicker, more decisive, more movement. Once that comes, you'll go and win this game. Look, you look at all the stats here, for instance, it's going to tell you that eventually we're going to score. But someone needs to be a bit more proactive about it. But look, Ange Postecoglou will make changes, Jack. He does it for a reason, to keep the same intensity, to keep the same relentlessness. So there will be changes this second half. So it's up to them players who are sent out there for the first 15, 20 minutes to wake themselves up.
Yeah. He's not going to be complacent, that's for sure. No. Everybody, we're looking like we're getting close to that second half. I did resend the link at least a second time.
Everyone's saying they're having troubles with all their links they're watching, Jack. It's not just me. There's a few people saying they're having troubles.
Chris is saying that ref is atrocious. Put ref and VAR in the bin. Yeah, I agree with you, Chris. Sean Maddox saying, I think if we increase the pressure, it would be better. We are playing too reserved. Jimothy saying, had some halftime breakfast. Let's get this W in the second half. Come on, you Spurs. Top man, Jimothy. Good man. Hopefully you're keeping well, my man.
Big up, Jimothy.
All right, everybody. Come on, let's grab this W here. We've had a lot of chances. I think, what was it, Dave? 7 shots on target even, too? I mean, that just shows. I mean, at least one of those. One of those maybe could have been a bit better taken, you'd think. You know, one of those could be a goal next time. Come on, Tottenham.
Come on, Spurs. Tell me when we're underway, Jacko.
Underway.
Right.
Romero, ball over the top to Kulusevski here. Kulusevski all over him. Good pressure from the man.
Just give me 1 second, Jack. I'll be back in 1 sec.
No worries. Kulusevski giving Sheffield United an early free kick. They're going long. Initial header won by Romero. Nice little cleanup there. Pedro Porro goes out for a throw-in. Can we take this quickly? Pedro cooling things down here. Georgia Hill saying Sheffield United even time wasting out of the tunnel. Madison outside the foot pass. It's a solid monster. Down the wing to Udoji. Udoji. Oh, what a run. What a run. Top of the box. Solomon. Oh, Pape. Oh. Felt like Solomon took that away maybe from whoever it was. Might have been Sonny that he took it away from, but still it felt like then he got to have that shot on goal. He gave it to Pop Matasar. We have 2 balls on the pitch. Howler from the ball boy. Or from the crowd, maybe. The crowd's pulled off a bit of housery. But Solomon Monster, it looked like he should have had a crack there if he's going to take that away from whoever that was.
Right. It's running perfect now while there's nothing going on. If this freezes once the ball's launched into the box, my computer's going out the window. Go on, Mads. Oh, get it in. It's a good ball. Oh! Yes! Oh, no! How's he not got that target?
Who was there? Was that Romero? Oh, my Lord.
Nearly got a run bomb special.
So close. It was whipped in with fizz from Madison. Starting off firing, says Ian Ferguson. That we are.
That's what we want to see.
Rom bomb.
Just do things a little bit quicker.
Let's see this here. Whips it in. Oh,
he just missed it.
Just missed it with his noggin. Yeah, Van de Ven trying to get stuck in as well. Welsh gal with the big sir as well.
No, big up Welsh gal. Hopefully you're keeping well, enjoying that tea. No IPAs for you yet.
We haven't earned the IPA yet.
VAR can telling me he has to book Van de Ven. VAR can tell him he has to book Van de Ven for leaving late on the keeper.
Wait, what?
Come to a penalty. Joke. Bloody joke.
Keeper's going to lay on the grass for the next 15 minutes, says Ribsy. Yeah, it looks like he's getting an eye test, Ribsy. He's getting, every every iris checked. He's testing the 20/20 vision.
He hit him in the body, not the
Giving him
head.
some eye drops.
Look, he doesn't even touch his head.
Yeah, the keeper's full of housery, I must be honest.
Oh, he hasn't even touched his head. He's hit him in the body. If he's getting an eye check and everything from being hit in the body, he shouldn't be out there.
Mickey Van de Barge.
Oh. Just ask him
Rudy
what day
Toot
of the
says
week
fathering
it is.
him.
If he can't tell you, just take him off.
Said foddering him maybe to get the next Oscar.
Yeah, honestly. Just ask him what day of the week it is. If he can't tell you, take him off. It's that simple. Oh, they're really going for it. They're getting the second goalkeeper stripped. Oh my God, they're really going for the main role in Hollywood with this.
They just add makeup, to his face there.
King Hoddle.
They might have put a little red marker, Dave, like a bit of lipstick.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Fake blood, Jack. You see the fake blood packets being dished out now. Sick of it. Oh, he's soldiering on. Do you hear the commentaries? He's soldiering on. He got hit in the arm. Oh, Lord. What do you call a war veteran nowadays if that's soldiering on? Oh, my man.
David Shire is saying ref needs to go to Specsavers.
I don't even think they can help him. I think he's been and they said, look, no, for you, mate. Look, get the chant going. The referee's a banker. Peter Banks, the referee's a banker. Get it going now. Who's there? Wade Bonner, Kieran, Ollie, one of yous. It's going to happen now at this point. He's taking the piss. Oh, now he needs to go and speak to Madison. Ask him how his day is.
Oh, good flick on from McBurney. Throw in for Sheffield. Sean Maddox saying this is ridiculous. Put 4 past this clown.
Yeah.
Ball in. Thank you, Big Vic. Let's start a counter. Yes, Big Vic. I love it.
How much you bet he saves the next long range shot? Oh, come on, Kulu.
Kulu.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Lucky.
Christ.
Oh, I got lucky there. Pedro. Good try from Vicario to get a move going.
Yeah.
Matters. See Pop. Pop. Oh, not on the same wavelength as Matters. Good try from Pop. You wanted him to continue that run. Ribsy85 saying Mickey should have hit him harder to make it worth it.
That's the thing. That's what we should start doing. Just make sure you do it next time if you're going to get booked for it.
Pop. Kulusevski. Pedro. Pop into Basuma. Into Kulu. Top of the box. Oh, sorry, inside the box. Top of the 6. We were that close. It was a good pullback.
Go on, Kulu. Go on, Kulu.
Oh, pokes it away. Good try. Sonny.
Get stuck.
Someone help him out.
Oh, they're out here. He's gone look for a car. He's gone on his own. Well done, Val. You won't outrun Flash. Oh, no, they've got players over here on the right. Ollie McBurney. Donkey ball. Smash it off.
Nicely done, Romero. Nicely done.
That was donkey play by McBurney. What's the manager applauding? Sit down. He's such an idiot. Not Ange, their manager. What's his name? Heckenbottom.
Destiny. Throwing deep in our half. It's gone to the middle to Sonny. Oh, nice. Into Madison. Nicely done from Sonny and Matters. Great pass from Matters. In behind to Kulusevski. So much time for Kulu. So much space.
Got to make something happen here. No.
Oh,
Too slow.
gets blocked.
Indecisive. Too slow.
I just think that's like been the story of. I think that so many times I feel like he gets that time and space, and I just wish he was able to get a shot off or just not get blocked. It feels he often gets blocked. It's a good chance though for Tottenham. Great hold up play from Sonny. Great ball from Matters. Saul Monster, top of the box. Basuma. Is he thinking about it? Sonny. He's thinking about it. No one wants to though. Solomon. Scooter reacts, not liking the short corners.
Well, you know, look, there's no point in putting them in the box. We ain't going to win any of them. That's the idea behind it. We don't want them to break off it.
Throwing for Pedro. Kulu, is he on? Damn. He's being wrestled to the ground. Likes the physical battles, Kulu. Goal kick for Sheffield. They've gone long with it. Oh, well done by Destiny. Solomon. Sir! That's a yellow. That has to be a yellow. Thank you. It's a little naughty. Took out Solomon. That was a good chance for us as well. Free kick for Tottenham, for James Maddison here. Maddison. Oh, Doji. Chest it down. Sonny. Oh, it's blocked. Oh, what a block. Oh, he's going to get it off the ground. Kulusevski. Oh, blocked.
Swear the cameraman's a Sheffield United fan. Please, just work.
This McDonald's hairline prick. This is a weird game, Scooter. We need to find a way to break this deadlock. What's happened with Pierre? Yeah, why does everyone keep throwing a ball back onto the pitch? I agree, Ribsy. Matters. Turning, spinning. In a Pape, tries to thread a ball in behind a Kulu. Good try, Pop. Great ball. Great try. What's going on here? Something's going on. Referee. What is the referee even doing here?
Oh, he has to have a chat with a Spurs player.
This is an embarrassing clown show. I agree. Tyler.
In fact, we're delivering this one in the box instead of going short. Corner kick to Tottenham. Another corner kick. Jeez, how many corner kicks have we had today, lad?
Far too many. We need to do better with them.
Put one in on Mickey Van de Ven's head. Let's see what happens.
Chance here. Basuma saucing inside the penalty area. Dinks it. Romero off target. Matters. Solomonster. Solomonster. Curler. Oh. King Hoddle saying it's a bent ref.
Seems like it, lad.
I don't even know what he was looking at earlier. Paul Connor says this is what happens. Great momentum, and then it takes a while to get going again, especially after 2 weeks away from the club.
Yeah.
Can be, Paul, but, you know, we need to pull ourselves together. We need to get a result here, man.
We need to do more to affect the game.
Basuma. Oh, lovely play from Basuma. Get there, Kulu, man. There you are.
Keeps it in.
Pedro, whip one in. Pop tries, but it's blocked. Basuma. Good try from Basuma. Matters. Into Sonny. Sonny. Oh, poor touch. Get your head in the game, Sonny. Come on, man. You got this, man. Another yellow card for a Sheffield United player.
We need to start driving at these Sheffield United players now with yellow cards.
Or is he giving Sonny the yellow? Not sure.
Can't be giving it to Sonny.
King Hoddle saying the dam shall bust. Let's hope so, my man. Vicario. Nicely done, Vicario. Nicely done, Pedro. Well done, Basuma. Matters. Lovely touches.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Tries to spray it wide. Tried to be efficient with it, but just gets the pass all off. Just a little sloppy there. Substitutions, Dave. 63 minutes. I mean, I think you do have to think about Richarlison. I consider maybe Johnson too.
Yeah. I think you've got
Perisic as well.
I'll be honest, I'd almost take
Perisic,
off one of the midfielders, Jack, and bring on another striker. Being brutally honest.
This is I'd move. I don't think Kulusevski's been all that great.
No.
But Solomon, I think, has disappeared a little bit this half. He's not been as great in this half as he was in the first. So if you were to take someone off, maybe you could try a double substitution of Richie and Perisic, maybe.
Oh, here we go. Papa
Pop
Matsar.
Matasar.
Shit, again, it's another poor ball. Into Basuma.
Basuma, though. Come on, Basuma, man. Have a hit.
There we are.
Sir! Goes down a little easy.
What's the point of going down, though? If
You got to keep your strength there.
Yeah. He's on the ball in possession as well. Well done, Madison.
Matters.
Well done. It's great work
by
Madison tracking back. That's just poor by Basuma.
I don't think he needs to go down here, Basuma.
Oh, he's pushed him.
It's 2 arms, though, into the back.
Yeah, he's pushed him.
It's 2 arms into the back.
Every right to go down if you feel 2 hands on your back like that.
Gone back to Vicario. He has to clear.
But yeah, Jack, he needs to think about making changes now. It's just not working.
Mm-hmm.
Solomon.
Can he make something happen here? Oh, time as well. Come on, win this. Well done, Romero. Well done, Romero. Basuma again. Into Matters. Oh, yes. Into Sonny. Sir! Not getting anything. Good defending. Sar.
Kulu. Into Porro. Back to Kulu.
Kulusevski.
Good
nice
ball.
pass. Solomon! Ah! How has he missed?
He didn't even get it on target.
How's he missed?
He didn't even get it on target. It's gone over.
Oh, man. Oh, I thought he was going to
opportunity.
bury that. Great pass from Kulusevski. Great pass. Oh.
Oh, it's that corner.
You just got to keep that low. Keep that low.
Unlucky. Good effort. Well, yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
they like grabbed his nuts there.
Referee ain't going to give us that like that, lad.
He's pulling his shirt.
Yeah.
No.
He's just not going to give us anything.
Compared to the others.
All right, come on, let's go.
Basuma. Kulusevski here. Kulu! Kulusevski, 1-on-1 here.
Come on, Kulu, drive.
Pedro. Matters. Kulu, have a hit. It gets blocked.
It's becoming a very frustrating game, Jacob. Very frustrating. They're just throwing bodies everywhere.
Need someone to break this deadlock.
Madison asking how long does the keeper need? Get in there. Well done. I don't want to break here. Archer in behind Van der Ven. Well dealt with. Sar picks it up.
Solomon, sir.
He's just... Referees pushed him in the back. Don't you dare. Oh, my... So he's pushed him in the back to put him off his feet. He tries to be honest and stays up. Slips as a result. Now, referees.
I don't think it's a great pass. I don't think it's a great pass initially from Popsar. I think Popsar actually played a bit of a hospital.
Should have let Romero.
He had actually all the
way with that.
Yeah, he took the pass away from Romero, who was looking up, and then he played it sideways to Solomon, who's already had a man on him and running backwards. It wasn't really a great choice.
Sheffield United set to make a change. McAtee's down injured. Thomas is on the sideline warming up. Oh, it's becoming frustrating. We're just not doing enough going forward. It's just,
Yeah. Cynical Dad says, I think the ref is going to look the angriest when we score.
yeah.
It's definitely going to be one of those occasions again, like with Man City.
You watch how long, right? You watch how long they take to find a reason not to give our goal if we score. If we score. You watch. They'll have to call in the forensic check.
Paul Van Ben says changes will be made. Paul Van Ben says changes will be made and we will score. Big up, Paul Van Ben. Good to see you in the house.
I hope so, lad. I hope so.
Free kick here for Sheffield. Free goal kick for Spurs. Pedro Porro going long. Finds Sonny in behind here. Sonny waiting for runners. Pop. Nice pass. Matters. Clips ball. Oh, my Lord, Madison. Oh.
Need to get a second strike on the pitch and go for this game.
He's been... Yep. This is... I think Madison... Romero. Basuma. Turn, man. There you go. Basuma. Terrible ball.
Oh, make changes, Ange.
Not even really on there either. Ange needs to throw in. He needs to get in some bodies here. I think they're running short of ideas now. They're losing confidence. They're losing confidence.
He needs to make changes quick.
Well done, Pedro. Good defending again. Corner, though, for Sheffield.
Yeah. Just stay switched on. Don't give away a stupid goal now.
Ball in. Oh, good clearance from Romero. Thank you.
Well done.
Goes out for a throw-in. They'll probably use this still to go for a long throw-in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to try to go long here. Oh, no! They've scored! Oh.
All I can see is the celebration because they keep freezing it. Fuck! Taking the piss.
God, everybody fucking saw it coming from that corner. Everybody in the chat was predicting it coming from that corner as well.
You could see it, running out of ideas.
Just loose ball. Good finish. Second, just bounced in the box there. Didn't deal with it very well initially. Good finish, to be fair. Nothing Vicario can do about that. Do you feel like we needed to make changes sooner than this, though?
Yeah. Should have been made earlier in the second half, Jacko.
Yeah.
First 15, 20 minutes is what you usually give them. Then you start making substitutions. Wait until 75 minutes. And now watch them time waste. You know? The onus is on us now to wake up.
And we're just playing out of their hands here. I don't know why Ange hasn't thought about subs yet, but there you are. Nice, Sonny. And a Pedro.
And it's a
Good
shit
try.
ball.
Change the score, Dave, if you haven't already.
Yeah, I done it.
Sonny out wide to Pedro. Kulusevski. Basuma, have a hit. Blocked again. Kulusevski. Pedro Porro. Ball in. Bouncing ball on the box. McBurney kind of stifled Romero. Romero wasn't really able to clear it. No one else was really could have done much better. It's just dealing with that header. But McBurney has been causing us trouble all match. And it also kind of just came from just, I think, just momentum. And Sheffield United have stayed very resolute in it. They've stayed very focused. They've defended well. Spurs going short. Top of the box, Basuma. Solomon. Solomon, have a hit. It's over the bar again. Come on, man. Oh, good try. Richie and
Perisic.
Johnson and Perisic coming on. Leighton Evelyn, good to see you in the house. Everyone was too confident. I probably was guilty of it, Leighton. I gave a pretty big score line, even in sort of the
Not
pre-match
really, Jack.
thoughts. I sort of, sorry, I was just
really.
gonna
We
say
sat
though,
there.
like I did say, yeah. What? Sorry, what were you saying?
No, sorry, Jack. I was just going to say, and look, we sat there. We warned this could happen. We said it depends how early if we score.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And in the pre-match thoughts, Leighton, we did kind of detail a lot how this could be a similar game to Brentford. But we also had the conversation, like, could this be, a good, easy matchup before Arsenal? I feel like it turns out it hasn't been. It's been a difficult one for us. The other thing, too, though, is that Arsenal are not probably going to play all this that similar to this. So it really is just it's a result that, it just doesn't feel good because I don't even know if the next game is going to be any way similar to this. So it's going to be hard. Let's see if we can still get this equalizer, though. Good to see you in the house, though, Leighton.
Yeah, big up, Leighton.
Oh, good challenge, sir! Good challenge. Good try from Kulu. I think Kulusevski's actually been a bit brighter in towards the second half, actually. I think he's been trying things. I think he won that.
But if the referee would have given the right decision in the first half, you're talking about a different game.
No, I agree. I think we should have had a penalty at some stage. And I think we are now also paying the price for not being as clinical as we could have been in the first half as well. I think it's definitely both. Two things at once. Sonny taking off. Pop Matsar taking off. Solomon taking off. I kind of agree with most of those substitutions. I feel like maybe you could have kept Sonny on to play alongside Richarlison.
Yeah.
But then again, I feel like Solomon needed to be taken off and Richie needed to be put on as well. And I think, to be honest, from him, not the greatest day at the office.
No, look, Jack. I was saying, he wouldn't get the same space he did against the likes of Burnley, and that'd be a different proposition coming up against three centre backs. But look, I don't think we've fed his runs enough at times. We haven't created anything of
Yeah.
note, and it's a difficult day at the office for him. Look, around 60, 65 minutes, we should have brought on someone like Richarlison to play up top with him.
Give him someone else to work with, some new
Yeah.
energy to play with. I
But
agree.
also, when
That's
you're
a good
putting
point.
balls in the box, you've got an extra body in there.
Sean Maddox says, okay, let's see which subs want to come on and start the next game.
Yeah. Not
I
London
agree.
Derby round the corner.
Matters. Wide to Perisic. Here he is now. Perry. Whips it in. Richie. Hey, ooh, good in there.
He hasn't touched him,
No, he
referee.
went down. Yeah. He hasn't touched him at all.
Oh, that one and the one Madison done on us.
Whoa, he went down pretty easy there. Went down pretty easy.
What's the difference
Didn't even
between
look
that
like
one and
much
the one,
foul,
and the
actually.
one on Madison? Joke. Now's not the time for that
Basuma
shit,
being a little
Basuma.
too
We're
casual.
fucking losing. Get the ball down and play. Soloing it around the place when you're 1-0 down.
Destiny. Sonny. Or sorry, Perry. Madison, corner kick here for Spurs. Puts it in. Perisic brings it down, back out wide to Madison. Tries to thread it, top of the box, Kulusevski. Out wide to Perisic. Whips it in, left. Just hung up there a little too long.
Just work for 7 minutes.
Basuma.
7. Please, just work. Swear to God.
Pedro. Find Richie, Pedro. Johnson. Back post. Perisic. Recovering now. Jeez. That's poor from Perisic. It's very poor. Sue Smith saying, I had a bad feeling about this game. In a way, I could see that it was going to be different from the other one, Sue. I just didn't see it as, we had a good conversation about it, that it had the potential of being like the Brentford game. I just felt like Spurs were going to find a way eventually to break the deadlock at some stage, and we just haven't. Steve D says, said preseason, I'll say it again, going to take time, 0 expectations, 4 games in, and people were saying top 4. Steve, yeah, I think, we changed our season prediction slightly, but not too much, I think. And in this game, this is frustrating, man, because, I think we haven't gotten the decisions that we needed. I think there have been maybe some decisions, made by some of our forwards and midfielders that could have been a bit better for the shot, vice versa. We should have gone for, the cross instead of the shot or the pass. It's just not been really the best day at the office from everybody. Not everybody's been the sharpest. Not everybody's been the most clinical. And again, you could say Spurs still need things to figure out with sort of these teams that do like to sit back, sit deep, and stay very organized, right? These teams that we used to play like, we used to be this type of team that would sort of sit in this sort of very regimented, organized type of shape, and it causes teams problems. It's why it works. It's why teams do it. It causes teams problems, and they've also taken a lot of momentum out of the game with all the housery, all the different sort of time wasting, etc. So Spurs have definitely been, in a lot of ways, sort of frustrated by Sheffield. I would say for us to have not have scored, it's definitely on the referee, and it's also on us, because we've had good chances that we probably should have buried. We haven't had, I think, the clearest of chances, throughout the match. Brendan Johnson! Brendan Johnson! Early behind! Oh no, is he off? Is he off or is he on? Is he off? I'm seeing the Spurs fans. No! Oh, the cameraman as well. It's just, oh my Lord. It just spanned off. Like all of a sudden then I was looking at Brendan Johnson. Yeah, he looks off there. He does look off. Oh, good finish. Great finish. Great touch. Yeah, he looked pretty off there. Well, back to what I was saying.
So frustrating.
Back to what I was saying. Yeah, I'm frustrated with the referee, but I'm frustrated with some of our moments in the final third. Been very frustrated with us in the final third at times.
Bootless up front. We've only started moving the ball with purpose when we went 1-0 down.
Basuma. Lovely Basuma. Kulusevski, whip one into Richie, man. Back post. To Perisic. Perisic tries the shot. Should have tried the pass there. Destiny Udoji wins us a throw-in. He's trying, but he's just not finding anything. Pedro Porro to Basuma. Find him, Basuma. There you go, Pedro. Breaking the lines to Brendan Johnson. Johnson. He's maybe playing a bit more centrally, Johnson. Pedro Richie! Oh, good chance for Rich.
Jeez, poor Richie can't buy a goal at the moment.
No, that was a good chance for him. Basuma surging through midfield. Gets the foul. Spurs trying to just whip in things desperately. Kulusevski. Play Johnson, man. Johnson back to Kulu. Right-footed shot. Oh, on target, but straight at the keeper.
Just salvage a point even at this stage,
Kulusevski.
He's got to be flashing that ball across the goals a lot quicker.
Pedro. Jesus, man. So many souvenirs. Yeah, this is a hard one to take. 12 minutes of added time, though. Van de Ven. Basuma trying to get out of pressure. Basuma, he's looking. There you are. Into Johnson, loose touch. He's working now. Well done, Johnson. Good work. Kulusevski. Pedro. Basuma. Poor touch from Basuma. Loses out as well. Pedro getting there. Well done, Pedro. Good work. Oh, slips.
Still 10 minutes to try and salvage something. Come on, Tottenham. Salvage something. Emerson Royale coming on. And Højbjerg. Let's see if they can produce anything.
Oh, bad giveaway from Perisic.
Frustrating day at the office. Been toothless going forward.
Doji. Basuma, man on. Kulusevski here. Richie trying to flick it back to Perisic. Romero with an absolute smash.
They're just cutting out everything at this point. There's just bodies on the line everywhere.
Yeah. Højbjerg coming on. Vicky Van de Ven being taken off for Højbjerg. Emerson clears away. Matters. Tad heavy. Story of the night. It's tad heavy.
Story of the afternoon, Jocko. It's toothless going forward, lad. Absolutely toothless. They're just our bogey team. They did this to us in the cup last year as well.
Yeah, they seem to be, Dave. They really do seem to be the bogey team. And also, I mean, the curse of the manager of the month, seems to still be here. So it still seems to be the thing.
deflating heading into the North London derby. Will you hold it
worrying
up,
to
man?
go into North London derby. Højbjerg goes long. Out wide to Perisic. Perisic. Good try. Oh. Destiny. Oh. Short on the header. Sheffield just getting rid of it. They don't care anymore.
No.
They're just looking to get out with a point. Or get out with 3 points. They don't care at this stage.
Someone move.
Richie. Asuma. Romero. Nice little pass by Romero. Oh, I'm needing that from one of our midfielders today. One of those passes.
What's left? 5 minutes still?
Here it is. Richie!
Yeah!
Big Rich! Get in there!
Come on, let's go.
Come on, Richie!
Come on, late revival.
Come on, Rich!
Come on. There's going to be another chance.
Thank you, Rich. Come on, Richie. He needs that. Get in there, Rich.
Come on.
Oh, thunderous header.
Come on, Richie. There's another chance in here for us. Let's go. One more.
Thank you, Rich.
Good run. Good movement.
And it was Basham as well. He loses Basham, the man who should have given up a penalty earlier. He loses his marker. Great header. This is the thing with his headers, though. He puts so much behind the headers. They're so hard to save. Great header. Let's get another one. Come on, Rich.
Still 4 minutes to go. Come on. Late revival. Leave it to Big Vic. Push up. Let's go. Come on, Jacko. Let's get one more.
Emma, go. Come on, man. Poor. Jeez. Poor from Emerson. I'm glad we salvaged a point. There's still a lot of question marks to be asked, about the performance. But let's see if we can still get a winner. Let's see if we can get a winner here.
The goalkeeper wasting time and added on time. Really? Really? They better add that on. I have a feeling we might get the winner, Jack, because the game is froze up until Richie's goal. And now it's working crystal clear. So maybe it saved me from all the crap. Now we're going to get the winner here. Come on, Emerson. Smash him if you want.
No. He went down easy. Thank you.
Well done. Let's go.
Sir. Oh, Madison.
Oh, slipped. Oh, Perisic. Get after it. Make him go long. Yes.
Højbjerg, man. Oh, lovely. Richie. Richie. Takulu. 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 Get in there. He's got no power. He's got no power. Let's go, man. Come on,
fucking come on, kiss that crest.
Oh, my Lord.
Get on it. Cool, sexy,
Come
baby.
on, Big Reds. 2-1 to Tottenham. Sheffield were completely convinced they had it.
Come on.
Oh, Oh my lord! 3 points salvaged.
Give me a
3
ginger from
points.
Sweden, number 21.
Ginger from
and he
Sweden.
plays on
Number
the wing.
21, he's gonna
Give me
plays on
the
wing.
ginger from
Give me
Sweden.
a ginger from Sweden. Number 21. Same as
Whoa!
cool as
Jack, I
sexy.
told you. And what did I say to you 2 minutes ago, Jack? I told you 2 seconds ago. We're going to get the winner. It's frozen all game. The last 5 minutes, it's been fine since Richie's goal. And we get the winner. Honestly, they stopped me from watching all the shite. And then the last 5 minutes, they give me a clean stream. Oh, Big Rich with the impact, Jacko. Whoa!
Oh my lord, Dave.
Oh
my lord.
Saved
by Big Rich today, Dave.
Eat it! Eat it! Come on! Woo! Oh!
Spurs never stopped, Dave.
Whoa,
They
never stopped.
Dave.
We never stopped.
Oh my lord, Richie. What an impact from Big Rich, Dave. What an impact. He set up the goal, grabbed the goal. I think it's almost a bit late. Have we gone a bit late on the post? Is it too late to do a pigeon, Dave? Is it too late? Is it too late to do a pigeon here, Dave?
Oh, never too late.
I might have to do a pigeon at full time. I might just have to wait till it's full time to do the pigeon. I might have to wait till it's full time. Oh my lord, he's actually this has just been one of the dullest.
Go march it in. Oh yeah, now they're looking for them to add on time. F off. F off.
What a game.
And the whole Premier League were queuing up to absolutely
under 2 minutes.
Where's that curse you're talking about, Jack? It's evaporated.
Yeah. Where's the Ange curse, Dave? Where is it? I spoke about the Ange curse. Oh my lord. Put in the mud. Put in the mud.
Stop. We never
stop. My lord.
I can't believe it. Oh, we've robbed victory. Oh, I love it. Woo, that's made my day.
Come on, lads. Hold tight here.
That ginger from
Referee's
cheese,
doing his best, though,
guy.
Dave. Referee's trying his best.
Oh, yeah, he let on another 20 minutes here.
Ref,
he's just thrown him to the ground in front of you. Yeah.
Oh, he's giving us a free. Thank you,
Ref.
Oh, throw in, yes. Get a red.
Nah.
He's giving him a red. Oh, the referee's coming. Oh, he's not a howler, this ref.
Goodbye. Na. Hey, goodbye. And I will walk 10,000 miles, and I will walk 10,000 more down the Hotspur way to grab a nice early shower cause we lost. Bye-bye, Matt Burney. Bye-bye, red card.
Oh my lord, he's McRed-faced. What's he complaining to his rep? What's he complaining to his manager for?
Cry more. Whinge more.
He can't even believe what's happening.
Whinge more.
Can't even believe what's happening. Oh my lord. Somehow we've gone through. I can't believe we've somehow gotten through this. Oh, what a finish as well from Kulu. What a finish. Left the goalkeeper standing.
I can't believe this. Oh, I deserve a steak dinner for that tonight. Whoa.
Oh, Madison. Oh my lord.
Go down. Yeah, waste time now. Waste it now.
Well done, Rich. Great word. Great job, Rich.
Yeah.
Sir!
Ref, book him.
Oh, yes. Loving the housery from Richie here. Loving the housery.
Learned no dissent on this time. They've learned.
Loving the housery.
Still, pull one out for the crack. Book him for dissent for the crack. Time wasters. Oh, that's it, Rich. Perfect. Yeah, give me 5 more rolls. Nice one. 10 out of 10. What do you reckon, Jack? Into the corner flag?
Oh, definitely. And give it to Big Rich. What's he giving the foul for?
Blow the whistle, ref.
He was the one who was getting fouled.
Blow the whistle, ref. Come on.
If I were Richie, I would get a yellow here.
Oh.
He didn't even rip his shirt off. Fair play to him as well.
Jack, we're going to have to get We Never Stop tattooed on us, man.
Romero with the clearance. And there it is. Full time. 2-1 Tottenham. 3 points at the Oh my Lord. What? Ridiculous.
Oh,
I lost all hope. I'm still actually can't even believe it. Richie, impact sub. I mean, he left it late. He left it late to bring on the big Rich. He left it late, but Richie, he's actually had ridiculous impact. Grabbed the goal, thunderous header with that movement to lose Basham, who probably should have been sent off and should have given us a penalty at one stage. But then also, he got the assist. He did some lovely work to hold it up, then was inside the box and just laid it off to Kulu. And Kulu had to bury that. I mean, he did have to bury that. And he did. He let the goalkeeper standing. A right-footed finish, too, from Kulu. We've been waiting for him to finish something with the right foot, and he does it. Richie, Dave, 2-1. Did you even give it a second goal, Dave? You haven't.
No, Jack, do you know what? Honestly, right, I've had an absolute nightmare today. Wait till we tell the people, right? On stream, I've watched about 20 seconds, right? 20 seconds, because I'm having a nightmare. All of a sudden, it comes good just at the Richie corner. He buries it, and I said to Jacko, I have a feeling we're going to get the winner here because my stream's working fine.
Good luck, Charm.
Yeah, and then we go and get the winner. I can't believe it, Kulu. Oh, my God. Do you know that song, Jack? Do you believe in miracles? Where you from? You sexy thing. Come on. Oh, I'm absolutely all over it, Jack. My mind is blown. I can't believe it. I need a minute just to take it all in. Oh,
yeah.
Snatching.
Do you believe in magic, Dave? And that's what's happened today. Richie magic. Do you believe in Richie magic? That's what's happening here. Some Richie magic is happening on display.
Hey, Jack.
Oh, it's just been gorgeous. That's
There's your song.
2-1. Get in there, Tottenham, and big up to Brandon Troller. And I had to put this on, but he was playing so well, and there was so much happening, Brandon. And this is from a while ago, and I hate to not bring this up until what's happened, but he said, Dave, during the stream a little while ago, celebrating 7 months, Brandon Troller had to say this before Richie's contribution. He said, Richie's got to go. Play Alejo Valise. You can't possibly be worse than this pigeon man. This is Levy sowing the fruits of farts and farce. Well, Brandon, you're going to have to just hold that Richie disdain, that Richie hate, maybe a day longer. You're going to have to hold off for now because Richie has just gotten us all 3 points, in my opinion. I think everybody else probably, really didn't get and, didn't take advantage of those, opportunities that were given to them to score, to grab an assist. Richie was given like little half chances, little quarter chances today, and was absolutely taking them. He got an assist, grabbed his goal. I think he actually had a fabulous impact. I don't even think he was playing all that bad, from the moment he came on. I think he was making a lot of impact. He was also just giving Sheffield United defenders just a lot of just things to think about. He's just being a nuisance. He's sort of like a guy that will throw his head into any challenge as well. It just felt like he was rattling the defenders. But Brandon, obviously you were saying this way before he actually made, that sort of impact. So I apologize for not getting to that sooner. Hopefully you keep it well, Brandon. And yeah, I must say, and what's it, 12 o'clock? Might as well earn yourself the beer or whatever you're on now, Brandon. Big up to you, my friend. It's 12 o'clock now. Celebrate. It's New York. It's Saturday. Dark Sun G says, Richie got us 3 points. Come on, you Spurs. What a great 2 goals, Dark Sun G. You've kept a lot of faith in the big Richie, my man. Yeah, if Dark Sun G, Dave, I wonder if he's a fit guy because I feel like he's somebody that would be going on the Richie runs, with the Richie kid on, because he's been a big supporter of Richie and has been wanting him to get this. And it's probably his best impact that he's actually made in a Spurs shirt. Maybe next to the Chelsea game, you would say, that Chelsea game where he made a huge impact and, sort of got us back into it and sort of the early stages of Antonio Conte's reign. He also last season, got us that winner, with that cross from, against Nottingham Forest. So Richie, if anything, he's actually made a better career as an impact sub for us than he actually has as a starter. I feel like his best games have actually been as an impact sub than even as a starter this season and also last season too. What would you make of that, Dave?
Well, look, first of all, Jack,
for 60 million.
Yeah, look, first of all, my man, I've criticised him and some of his performances over the last year and a bit, and look, rightly so. But saying that, the guy has had a bit of trouble recently. From what from the research I've done, and the comments that he made in that interview that he done with the with some publication over in Brazil about his personal life, saying that there's people only around him for money, this, that, and the other at the minute. So he's going through a hell of a lot, right? Ange Postecoglou spoke about it sort of in the pre-match press conference. And to come off the bench today after such a difficult period and hold your head up high, even after missing the chance just before that I thought he should have at least got
Well
on
said.
target. To come back, take that second chance. By the way, brilliant movement for that corner. Standing in the middle, made that run nice and early, read the flight into the ball, bullet header. And then to continue going second, not be greedy, not get too excited, which we've seen him done before, and blew it off the player in front of him. Held his nerve, laid it off to Kulu, who's in a better position, and we went and got the winner. And that's the sort of Richarlison we want to see. That's the impact we want to see made. And more of that, Jack, and hopefully now he can use this as a springboard for his confidence going forward.
Yeah.
Now he's put himself in the frame for the North London Derby, which is all good now. This is what we want. So more of this from Richie. He needs to bag that up today. He needs to enjoy that feeling and get back to hard work during the week. I did say to you, Jack, last week, a week in football is of a long time, and things can change very, very quickly. And we've seen that today. So long may this continue. We've seen it Richie before he scored, hasn't been able to back it up. Now, the next question is, can he back it up?
Absolutely. And he has all the attributes to be a good striker, in my opinion, Dark Sun G. He has the physical attributes. He's tall, strong, has a bit of pace, on his side as well. Has a bit of that housery that you need sometimes as a striker, where he'll go down, and give you that free kick. But he's just missed, kind of that confidence. His mentality has been off. Of course, he's going through a lot right now, and Dave touched on that very well. And you have to just think about, good strikers, they do need that confidence in themselves. And if he's been lacking that confidence in himself, that does really hurt your game. And today, hopefully he can use that, as just huge momentum. I also feel like I imagine the fans were totally behind him when he came on. And then when he grabbed those goals, I bet they were going, absolutely ballistic for him. I probably would have gone, Dave, I lost it, when he had a terrific game against Forest, at home, and I was screaming my lungs off for Rich, in that game last season under Conte. I couldn't even imagine, what people are like this game for him. So I just hope he uses this momentum, Dark Sun G. Along with you, have been a big backer of his. I have also, had to, accept that he's not really put in the performances that we've needed. And, we've had to have difficult conversations about whether he really is good enough, for this shirt. But today he's made a massive impact. And I think pretty much, despite there being some other okay performances out there, I think he pretty much grabbed us those 3 points right there, on his own. He did an absolutely fabulous, job in getting us into that game. I think he single-handedly, in a way, got us, those 3 points with that header. Terrific cross, but we needed somebody like that. We have like 15 corners or something like that, and then on the 15th corner, Richie grabs the goal, right? And finally we got a guy on that's able to do that. And then too, with that little slip ball that he played Kulusevski, all of a sudden, and we get a clear-cut chance, created by somebody. So I mean, other players I think maybe did a good job in creating chances, but Richie, in my opinion, really helped us get those 3 points, and in a way that he can only be proud of himself. I mean, it's a good feeling to feel like you make an impact like that, for sure.
What I would say as well, though, Jack, it's also a reflection.
Adrian Chia. Yeah, Dave.
Sorry, just quickly. I was just going to say, Jack, it's also a reflection on some of the recruitment we've done in them forward areas over the last few years. The fact that we were able to change it, get Perisic on, get Brennan Johnson on, get Richarlison on. We haven't been able to do that in years gone by. We have not. So the fact that we now have them options, and we spoke about Ange Postecoglou's substitutions, that, they are designed for this purpose, right? To keep it relentless so that we can still press, we can still go at teams, and we still have the energy to finish off games rather than sit back. And, that there was an element of that today, and it's, look, we've still got a lot of work to do. We're not going to get away with doing this again against a low block team. We have to do better going forward. But today, the fact that we dug in, Jacko, we dug in till the very end. We Ange's motto, we never stop. What we done today used to be called Fergie time. Now it's called Ange time. And that's what I love about it. We're rewriting the rule book, Jack. And look, long may Richie continue, but the form continue. And Richie really did bring about the miracle at the lane today.
Definitely. And Adrian Chia says, how's this for an Ange blockbuster? Come on, you Spurs. Big up to you, Adrian, my man. And I must say, dude, like, why is it that you do this to us with these Sheffield games? Like, we spoke to you earlier. We even made some jokes about it in the beginning of the game. Like, Adrian, you don't need to give us as crazy of the scripts this time. It's only Sheffield United. And he kept his cards close to his chest, this Adrian, and he's decided to once again, pull, pull a quick one on us, and he still gave us all 3 points. He still, allowed us to happy clap. But damn, did we earn this happy clap, Adrian? I was suffering through this watch along here, and Dave was suffering even more than I was throughout it. And we got the 3 points at the end of the day. Big up to you, my man. And absolute blockbuster of a finish. And it looks like the managerial curse of winning, the first manager of the month curse. It tried its best to hurt him. It just didn't. He got through it at Major, and he got through it. What a script you've written, my man. What a script. Once again, credit to you. Credit to you.
Yeah. Look, I will say,
Neil Shafton says, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, Jacko. I think I'm on a slight bit of a lag here, my man. Sorry. I'll shut up after this one. I'll wait till you come to me after this one. On Adrian Chia, look, my man, I do think we probably should have made a couple of changes earlier. Maybe we wouldn't have left it so late to go win the game. But look, this is what Ange Ball is all about. I did say to people, it'll bring you back sort of to Redknapp times where, you're never out of a game. We're capable of them magic moments. And I think that's what we take away from today, that we're never done. We're never beaten. And we're always capable of that magic moment, So it's going to be a fun roller coaster, my man. Really is.
Well said. Well said. Big up to Neil Shafton, member for 22 months as an elite member. He says, do you believe in miracles? Yes, Mr. Box Office can kick rocks. Ozzy, oi, oi, oi. Big up, Neil. Dave, do we need a Do You Believe in Magic song? Do you believe in, I think we do. We need some sort of, something. Spurs song shit.
I do now, Jack. Look, with Harry Redknapp, I believed anything was possible. Never believed we were out of a game. Last few years, even under Pochettino, I'd sort of say the same. Last few years, that hasn't been there. That fighting spirit, that camaraderie, that togetherness, everyone fighting for the one cause, everyone, pushing on to try and win game. That hasn't been there the last few years. We've sat back and we've been resigned to our fate and accepted our fate. Well, that's changing. That is changing. And, under this team, look, it's not miracles, let's be honest. It's just about having the right mentality. That's all it is. But when you do have the right mentality, you can make miracles happen. And that's exactly what we won today, or we done today. That's why we won today. And long may this continue. And look, this is the first one. We're going to see many more of them.
Absolutely. Top man. Neil, and I'm looking forward to singing many more miracles, my friend. I'm looking forward to singing many more miracles. Dark Sun G says, the Blades karma came to bite them. Yeah, they did have a bit of karma probably that came back to bite them. And he says, and just subs were the success. Indeed. And Richie, Dark Sun G, just one of the best impact subs, we've seen in quite some time. I mean, we've seen some great impact substitutions, but when have you, seen a guy come on and pretty much just score the goal that we've been desperate for we've been waiting longer than 90 minutes and he grabs it. Then later he grabs an assist as well, created a goal for somebody else, too. It's just been a huge impact sub. I feel like Perisic wasn't even as great, as I kind of needed him to be, off the bench. Yeah. And it was really Richie that I think was the impact sub that we truly needed. And two, Sheffield United, a lot of Housery, Dave, a lot of time wasting. Do you agree with Dark Sun G? Bit of karma maybe came back to bite them?
Look, 100%. But Jack, this is where we have to be wary of it. This is why you can't go 1-0 down to these teams, because they'll do it for the rest of the game. They'll do it all game long, and we have to be more wary of that. But at the same time, I condone it. We do it when we're winning, and we need to hold on. I'd condone it. I'd tell, Richie at the end, I was tell him, give me 5 more rows, 10 wasn't enough. I want 5 more, waste more time. So, look, it's part of the game. I don't like it. I hate it. What drove me mad is the one in extra time, because you want that referee then to notice that and add that extra minute on. Look, see, this is where I don't really empathize with footballers. You got the likes of Varane coming out crying about this new rule change. Okay, well, if you just didn't do any time wasting in 90 minutes and you wanted that gamesmanship, then you wouldn't have it. You know what I mean? So, look, it is what it is, Dark. So I hate when it's done against us. I bloody hate it. But karma came back and bite them today. So, do it at your peril.
Yeah, do it at your peril. And it could have been the case, Dark Sunji, that they were doing all this time wasting. Then when they thought they reached 90 minutes, that there would only be so much added on and that they would be actually, fine, right? That they would have been able to see through it. But when you see 12 minutes thrown up there, you're like, oh, maybe we wasted a little bit too much here. And, you're probably starting to lose your legs already, and seeing 12 added minutes with also big substitutions coming on full of energy that are desperate to impress. Yeah, that probably came back to bite them. I think you're spot on. Chankle, love the name, over in the U.S. saying, I need a cigarette. Dave, I mean,
something stronger than that, I would say, at this
you
point.
can empathize.
Something stronger than that at this point. Look, I'm with you. I need a
Start
cigarette,
with that.
man.
Start
I need a
with
cigarette.
that. Move on to
just
start
move
with
on.
that. Get something stronger later. Love it, Chankle. Love it, Chankle.
I think everyone's on
Al
that
Ben
vibe,
says
though. I
that
think
England
everyone wants to celebrate.
No, totally. You're totally right. Al Ben says that England virus rubs off on Maddison, but we won. Southgate, maybe, just leaping too many, sort of sprinklings of his sort of influence on Matters. I think Matters had an all right game, actually. Like, he found himself in great positions. He was breaking the lines of the midfield. I just felt like in the final third, he just had some questionable decisions. Like, he went for the shot when he could have gone for the cross, or, try to play somebody, vice versa. He could have gone for maybe the cross when he needed to go for, or he could have gone for the shot when he needed to go for the cross. I just felt like there were times when maybe his decision-making wasn't all that great. And maybe his passing wasn't as sort of, on cue and as on point as we usually see it. I didn't think he had a bad game, though, in any means. It's just, it wasn't similar to Sonny, actually. I think he had a similar game to Sonny. It just wasn't maybe his best day at the office, really. Just wasn't his best day at the office, but I wouldn't say he had a terrible game.
But that's what the Leicester fans are talking about, though, Jacko. Remember, I was saying to you before the game that they've had their gripes with how long it takes Maddison to settle back in after international duty. That's exactly what we've seen today. We need him back at the races next week. He has to be. He's crucial for next week.
Yep. No, that's a good point. It's something to think about, something good talking point to think about there, Dave. Good point. Sean Maddox says, Richie has the quality, just needs the confidence. It's what I spoke about in that Sunday video that I imagine was probably seen as quite annoying. They're like, geez, enough of Richarlison talk. We're already sick of him already. But Sean, I tried to sort of speak about, like, if you do look at just Richie on face value, without all the context of how poor he has been until this point, he does have attributes that would make a good striker. Like, he's strong, he's tall, he's good in the air, he's brave as well with the way that he does challenge defenders in the air. He doesn't shy away from those, physical duels. He's very good at pressing. He's relentless in the pressing department. He has a lot of good attributes, and he also has a bit of that Brazilian flair whenever you need it, even though he can be a bit of a donkey at times with, some of his touches. He does still have that Brazilian flair in him that can catch defenders by surprise. And he has a bit of the Brazilian housery, like Dave said, he does the 1,000 rolls when you need him to sort of waste time. And he also is good at just being a nuisance just in general. And all those, I think, make up, I'm not saying a world-class striker or anything, but I think they make up what could be a good striker and a guy that can get 15 Premier League goals for us. And that's what he needs, 15 Premier League goals. And I think people will get off his back. I really do feel like people would get off his back if he got around that number this season.
Well, I'll add to that,
Dave.
though, Jacko.
Go ahead.
It is up to Richarlison to have that confidence. It's off-the-field issues affecting on-the-field performances. And this is what I've spoke about a lot. If you don't live your life right off the pitch, it will affect you on the pitch. And I'm not accusing him of living his life wrong or anything like that, but there's clearly issues there that are affecting his performances. And that then affects his confidence. So, unfortunately, on this one, he needs to sort out his personal problems off the pitch so that it helps him on the football pitch. We've given him the game time. We've put him out there. But there's only so long you can continue to do it if you're not getting the things, if you're not getting, if it's not getting any better. And it wasn't. Now, this is a stepping stone for Richarlison. It's a clean break. He needs to take it now. He needs to get whatever is bothering him off the pitch sorted so that he can continue, so that he can give us the performances on the pitch. His performances is not down to fans. It's not down to coaching. It's not down to bad man management or anything like that. It's down to his own personal life, and only he can correct that.
It's what actually you and I spoke about, where yes, there's pressure on him from the media with the 60 million pound, signing, all that sort of stuff. But the pressure that seems to be the greatest is the one that he's putting on himself, and the one
Yeah.
that he sort of has in his own head. That's been the one that seems to bog him down actually more than anything else. And if he can do something about that, obviously you can't do everything about that. You're going to have your bad days. You're going to have your times when you're not going to be, really full of full of confidence, but he's just let it get to him a bit too much at times. And there's obviously a lot of stuff happening off the pitch that, of course, we're going to maybe at some stage maybe get a better sort of cue on as to how that's affected him. But like you just said there, all of that is sort of, on his side of things, not as much actually been the fans or the media or anything like that. It's just sort of on his side of things. You just hope that, soon he can be able to clear it up and be able to, get that confidence back that's needed. I actually just hope he's a little easier on himself sometimes. That's all I say. I wish he was a bit easier on himself at some of the times that he even has a bad game, because that's where confidence comes from. Just, knowing that you're going to do better the next time. But he's had a terrific night, Richarlison. Let's just embrace it. And let's do our pigeon dancing here, everybody. Absolutely. Hopefully you were doing that. I mean, we were just hoping to grab the second there. We were hoping to get the winner, but I got too caught up in it. I was too desperate to get the winners that I forgot to even pigeon dance. It's bad on me. Ribsy85, member for 25 months as a fan show member. He says he picked the right time to come good, didn't he? Love your work, lads. 3 more points. Come on, you Spurs. Dave has absolutely put in the work today, Ribsy, and he's suffered through the match streams. He's, suffered through 102 minutes of, pretty just sort of like, how would you put it? It's almost like anticlimactic football where like we're getting so close to nearly finishing, but then it just got blocked or, a penalty not given to us. Just a lot of sort of anticlimactic moments tonight, Ribsy. And Dave has stuck through it. He put his head down, and the moment that the stream came good, the moment that, the goals started flowing in. So, Dave, what would you say to Ribsy?
Yeah, look, I think it's
the right
important
time
that
to come
everyone
good,
in the
Richie,
every Spurs fan across the world is concerned with how good my stream is, because when it's good, we win. But look, it was terribly frustrating because I'd see the carrier with the ball at his feet. The next thing I'd see is Papa Matasar with the ball, for instance, and then I'd see it over at Solomon's foot. It's all I was seeing. I didn't get to see anything really, but came good. We won the game, my man. And look, we never stop. That's what it's all about, brother. And I'm just delighted to get the 3 points over the line, because if we didn't win today, Arsenal fans would have bashed us all week with that. Everyone else, a lot of other people would have looked at that around the Premier League, and they would have used it to laugh at us. Typical Tottenham, they got carried away again, this, that, and the other. But also, I do feel if we didn't do that today, many people would have went to Ange Postecoglou for not making substitutions sooner as well. So it basically alleviates all that mess. They can have all the agenda, they had all the agendas written out at halftime, Jack, all Tottenham bottle jobs, this, that, and the other. Well, now they can talk about the miracle at the lane, So for me, look, we got just deserves. You look at the stats, we kept on probing, and we spoke about this beforehand, Jack. Even if things aren't coming off, you have to keep trying, you have to keep going, and eventually it paid off.
And Ribsy, this is a night, to come good, and he absolutely took this night to come good, and let's hope that he uses that momentum and as well. I think it's just been a game where maybe Spurs players, you could say, they got a little bit of a warning, a bit of a wake-up call, right? You can't take every game too easy. Can't think that every game's going to come easy or it's going to be an easy 3 points. But they still got the 3 points thanks to a certain somebody, and they can now go into it with more confidence, not their heads down, and they can also still look at it as something to learn from. So a lot to take from that. Big up, Ribsy.
Big up, Ribsy.
Greeny as well. Big up Marlon Green. He says, and he's member for 15 months as a Flat Cat member. He says, goals, the best therapy a striker could ever want. Dave, did you love the goal or the assist more? What's better therapy?
The goal. Look, Jack, the winning goal is the best therapy you can get. But look, for Richie, I mean, both, right? You know, that's what you want as a striker. You have to be able to assist and you have to be able to score goals, and he's done both. So for me, I think he's got to take both in equal satisfaction. He's had to put up long enough with criticism, which was rightly deserved. Now he's got to sit there tonight and enjoy the adulation, and he's just got to use it as a springboard to continue. But, you know, someone did ask me before the game, Greeny and Jacko, you know, would you rather Ange ball or the 3 points? And I said 3 points. You know, and you know, today
Yeah.
goes to show, as long as you win, it doesn't matter what style of football you play or how you go about it. It's winning that makes people happy. Even if we would have drawn that today, I would have sat here, I would have been pissed off, upset, and like so many other people, would have viewed it as an opportunity missed. You know, but you
Yep.
win. It's what creates that mood, Jack. All right.
No, I mean, everybody wants to happy clap. Everybody wants to pigeon dance. Even if the football is good, you still want to get that pigeon dancing in. And we just weren't able to do it. And I even got so stressed and just so, invested into this game that it was taking so much out of me that Mia says as well. Richie scoring got me proper emotional. Coys.
Nice.
Big up, Mia. And I wish I was there with you. I must be honest, I'm still sort of coming to grips with it. I mean, I was really preparing myself for what was going to be, a bad result, a bad day at the office, and, a bit more pressure, all of a sudden, a huge wake up call. And I still think in a way this was wake up call. We're going to have to at some stage sort of come to grips with, how the majority of this game did go. But Mia, it feels good to see Richie scoring just on such a personal level for me. I've really loved the guy. I love him on a sort of personal side of things. I do like his come up story. I think he's come from a very humble background. And I do sort of like his sort of overall attitude. I like the fact that he just goes into everything with so much sort of energy and sort of emotion. He wears his heart on his sleeve, all things that I really like about the kid. So it just feels like, he needed this day. And like I said, and we'll say it continuously, I just hope he uses this. I hope he really uses this momentum and he takes it for the better. Big up, Mia. Really appreciate you. And I'm glad you were there with Richie and really gave did it promote the tear jerkers, or was it more of just like, just giving it the pumps like and everything, Mia? Did you end up, just sort of going crazy around the house, or did it bring the tear jerkers out? Let me know, Mia. Big up.
Big up, Mia. Jacko, I just need to run and grab a drink into the toilet. I'll be back in 1 sec, my man.
No problem. Dark Sun G says, Richie and Decky, 2 players with slumps who saved us. Come on, you Spurs. Very good points there, Dark Sun G. And Kulusevski as well. What a finish. I mean, absolutely left the keeper standing still there with the right foot. And he had some other chances, I felt like, in the game to maybe grab a right-footed finish, but just wasn't able to do it. And then I feel like he was similar to a lot of other players, Kulusevski, where at times he was actually doing really well at, getting past his man, creating a bit of space or, some opening, and then just ended up, having, kind of a blocked shot or a blocked pass, or just didn't end up working out for him. I actually feel like maybe among the front 3, I don't think he really was, one of the worst performers. I actually think he's probably one of the better ones. And maybe that was probably why he was actually kept on the pitch. I think he had a really good game, Decky, but yeah, he's been needing these goals. He's been needing these assists. There have been times when he's been a little bit wasteful. You even look at one of the chances he had with a lot of space and somehow ended up getting blocked and leading to a corner. There have been a few times where Spurs fans have felt like he's been a tad wasteful. And it's been kind of an interesting go at things for him this season. I just feel like, this goal will give him that confidence. Second goal of the season for him. 2 good finishes, and Richarlison, I think, really need it more than anybody. Kulusevski is given a lot of minutes because I think he does a lot of stuff sort of underlying, kind of things behind the scenes where he's, holding up the ball. He presses really well, Kulu does, and he does do a pretty decent job at, kind of making his defender have to think about him. And even if you find him, cutting inside a lot, getting chances for others by cutting inside, but he hasn't exactly been as clinical as we need him to be. So getting that winning goal, absolutely what he needed. Big up, Dark Sun G. And then Joseph says, brilliant, guys. We were getting screwed over by the referees, and that goalie just wasting time without punishment. Well done, Ange. The players for not stopping, giving in, and pulling the win out of the gutter. Absolutely pulling the win out of the gutter, Joseph. That's definitely the right phrase for it there. And 2, we were getting screwed over by the referee on kind of 2 different ways. The penalties, one of them should have been given. I also am still adamant. I'd like to look back at one of those Sunny ones where I felt like he wasn't offsides and he was taken down afterwards. And so, yeah, there may be 2 penalty incidents that you can maybe point to. And then also as well, like the goalie as well as the referee, just allowing this time wasting, just from injuries to players just pulling up with cramps to just sort of general play, just being really slow, and them being, kind of pretty laxadative or pretty, lazy with picking up the ball. It just felt like, there was a lot of time where it's just a lot of dead time in the game where it just felt like the ball wasn't even in play as much as it should have been. And it came back to bite them. It turned out to be big karma for them. But the referee did have a howler today. I think the referee was all over the place. Not many decisions I could say really made a lot of sense. And even the decisions he got right, we were starting to be a little patronizing even towards him, because it was like he was getting so many decisions wrong that was like, wow, well done to you for getting this one right. So I don't know, Dave, what would you make of the referee and, what Joseph has said there?
First of all, Jack, I just want to open my can of Pepsi here. I just want to say cheers to all my winners.
Nice.
Out there.
What a
First
sound.
of all, winners are grinners. Second of all, let's enjoy the first sip of Sheffield United and referee and VAR's tears. So just give me 1 minute and I'll answer that, Joseph.
That's right. They're conspiring against us.
Oh, it feels so good to be a winner. My God, that sugar hits just in the right way we want it. But look, when you're talking about the referees, Jack, this is why I get so annoyed. Football was heading in the way where the old top 4, top 6 was starting to be broke up. All of a sudden, VAR's come in. Now it's starting to more or less get back to what it was. And look, my whole thing that really annoys me, even if you don't want to go down that sort of conspiracy route with me, right, that I've mentioned before, even if you don't want to go down that route with me, right, one thing you can't argue with me against is they have all the fail-safe stuff behind the referee to be able to come to the right decision. Yet they can't use it to come to the right decision. That James Madison one, he's clearly taken out. Okay, you can accept the referee misses it, right? We're all human beings. We make mistakes. But when you've got other referees up there, when you've got the guys on the sideline who can see it, don't make the call. You've got the fourth official sitting around somewhere, doesn't make the call. Then you've got the VAR room, no one up there makes the call. And then you've got the added benefit of being able to go back to that and give the penalty, look at it through the cameras. You can get it on slow motion. You can speed it up if you want. My God, you can do anything with it, Jack. You can even, but they just can't use it. They cannot use it because at the end of the day, why? Because it comes down to how the referee interprets it. It comes down to human interpretation. So at the end of the day, if that decision is still coming down to human interpretation and they can't use the technology, right, but then you may as well just go back to the referees on the pitch and stop all this nonsense. Because sadly, all it's doing is VAR and the wrong decisions are taking over the weekend. No one even talks about the football that's played anymore. Great goals that are scored. Everything's about VAR and the wrong decisions they keep making. And I'm fed up with it. They've had so many people come in and try to, reshape it, revamp it, this, that, and the other. And I keep hearing it's not the technology, it's the people using it. But it is the technology, because if the technology isn't giving you a definitive answer, what's the point in it?
Yeah, no, for sure. And if you're misusing it, what's the point of having it, right? No point in having it and making all these mistakes with it, because then you're going to be put under further scrutiny. And is how I see it. If they didn't have this technology available, I don't think they would be under as much intense scrutiny as they are. Actually, it's kind of I don't know if it's ironic is the right word, but it's maybe something they didn't anticipate. Brilliant though, Joseph, and it's just good to get the win, my man. It just feels good to be confident in this team, and while there are a lot of lessons to take from this, pulling a win out the gutter, absolutely will take it. There are plenty of times when we did it under previous managers. Happy to do it under Ange, my man. Big up to you, Joseph. Thank you for the generous contribution, my friend, as well. We also have the one and only Daniel Larson, says that feels so good after the worst referee performance and all the time wasting. It was written to score and win in stoppage time. Come on, you Spurs. Daniel, I wish I was sitting next to you, my man. I wish I had you next to me, because if I had this sort of calm, I wouldn't say you were relaxed. I bet you were getting a little annoyed and being, pretty frustrated with how things were going. But if you just had this feeling, that, what, this karma is going to all come, good for us. This is all going to come our way. It's all going to ruin Sheffield United at the end. I wish I had that sort of confidence. I wish I, had that sort of foresight, that composure, Daniel. Well done to you, my friend. But Dave, people are really adamant. One of the worst refereeing performances they've seen. I don't know if it's up there with the worst I've ever seen. There were some pretty bad ones last season, but it's more evidence, to say that these guys are just not good enough.
Well, Jacko, Basham could have went in the, if that penalty was given, that's a second yellow, he's out. Game's completely different, right?
Also true.
It's just, look, it's just not good enough, Jack. And I agree with people. It was a bad.
Should there have been more cards for the time wasting?
Like, for instance, what was it? Sullivan got swung around inside the first 5 minutes, nothing given, but then he gives a yellow card to, I can't remember who was it that got the yellow card in the first half for basically half of what they done to us. And it's just the inconsistency of decisions. A lot of times he's telling our players to get up, but then blowing free kicks for them. It drives me absolutely insane. But I've said this before. No one wants Tottenham at top of the league. No one wants us up there.
And also, when you win that Manager of the Month award too, Daniel, they're not going to want you to follow it up and just somehow persevered, and winning in stoppage time will absolutely take it. Come on, you Spurs. Thank you, Daniel, for the support, friend. Chunky Cheeks, good to see you, Chunky. He says 2-goal stoppage comeback, double contributions for Richie, 4 straight wins, continuing to spread the goals around. Picture perfect, Chunky. Thanks for reminding me. The best ever start for a Spurs manager since 1965. 1965. Yep. That is ridiculous. Unbelievable, Dave.
It's crazy, Jack. Look, with Celtic, it took Ange about 5-6 games. They suffered in the Champions League early rounds because of it as well, and it took them a while to get going at Celtic. But once it clicked, they went on and dominated. I'm surprised how quickly he's been able to implement it at Tottenham. But I guess the better caliber of players you got, the better chance you have of them being able to take your message on board and play the way you want to. So I think it's twofold there. But look, what a start by Ange Postecoglou, Jack. Over the last few years, we've had a very political dressing room, and every manager has found it hard to navigate that. But he's come in. Yeah. He said, I ain't navigating that. I'm obliterating it. You're out of here. And he's obliterated. He's given us new leadership. And that's also been another massive factor on why we've been able to implement it, but also why we got the win today, because it's different mentality. The old leadership, we were resigned, we sat back, we accepted it, we were waving arms at everyone. That didn't happen today. They got the ball down, they started playing it, they started moving it with purpose and a bit of zip. I'd argue if they'd done it that quickly earlier on in the game, we probably wouldn't have been as heart and mouth sort of stuff. But look, what a start by Ange Postecoglou, and look, long may everyone keep chipping in with the goals.
And I can't remember the last time, it probably wasn't even all that long ago, but just my memory usually fails me, Chunky. But when was the last time we scored 2 goals in stoppage time in a similar way, or at least in that type of manner? I can remember Steven Bergwijn against Leicester City, but there could have been one sooner than that.
Richie against Marseille.
Were all of those in stoppage time? But did he get 2 goals in stoppage time? In that case, it's hard to remember.
No, it wasn't stoppage time. It was late in the game. Yeah,
that's what makes it special.
Yeah, but look, Jack, that's what Dark Sung-ji was alluding to.
You're already given up.
That's what Dark Sung-ji was alluding to. The fact that they're time wasting. That's what got added on at the end, and that's what came back to haunt them.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Comes back to haunt you. Big up, Chunky. Thank you for your support, my friend. Adrian Chia says, I planned for an easy script, guys, but the referee messed it up. So again, the referee just, you didn't account for that atrocious of refereeing, it sounds like, Adrian. You wanted to make it easy on us. I'll accept it. I do trust you. I do believe you. But I must say, these Sheffield United ones, I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not going to fall for it, Adrian. I do feel like, you try to pull some fast ones on us when it comes to Sheffield. You try to spice it up. But maybe the referee, was probably just one you didn't account for. Big up to you, my man. Really appreciate you. Big absolutely love you. Dark Sun G says, next 2 games are the Gooners and Liverpool with Ange. Let's win. Come on, you Spurs, Dave. It's the type of momentum that we need. It's also a bit of a wake-up call. Could this actually be a silver lining, like in the fact that it ended up being not the easiest of games? Like, do the players sort of kind of snap themselves together a little bit here and, realize 2 big games after this, you can't go into these, lazy or lackadaisical?
I think it's a blessing in disguise, Jack, right? You can't be too big-headed. You're not going to win anything without earning it. And today we had to earn it, and I think
That's what
that'll
it is.
bode
That's the
well
right
going
word.
into the Arsenal game, into the Liverpool game. If we would have smacked these up 4-5, 6-0 today, we would have went into that game and we would have started overconfident, over cocky. Whereas now we'll go into that Arsenal game from minute one knowing exactly if we ain't on it and we ain't earning it, we could be caught very quickly and end up losing the game. So I actually think it might be a blessing in disguise heading into the Emirates for us.
And as well, the Dark Sun G, I believe, just a moment, says, I love how Man United lost at home to Brighton. Laugh my ass off. Come on, you Spurs. It's good to see that. Yeah, Dark Sun G, more heat on Man United. I was even just speaking to Dave yesterday. Probably one of my favorite things to do is to feast on the bones of Man United defeat and just Man United chaos and just sort of the drama that they seem to spill out with. And I'm looking forward to tuning in once again to a bit of Talk Sport. I hope maybe the sports bar is on tonight. Maybe we're going to get a bit of Jason Cundy. Have you seen Man United? That would be nice. Just make my night just a little bit better.
The sack
But
is
yeah, I
coming
must
for Ten
say,
Hag.
like, no, Ten Hag. I mean, Dark Sun G, let me know what you think. Daniel Levy actually did not have great opinions of a certain Ten Hag. Is that maybe turning out to be a decent decision by the guy? People were really twerking for Ten Hag when he was linked with Spurs, and Daniel Levy didn't, seem to be as impressed as others were. Could he have actually been right about it all along? With the guy, something to think about.
He's going to get the sack there at United, Jack. You can already see it when you see the fallout with Sancho, players coming out, speaking out, stuff like that. Even though the dressing room, the players like to keep sacred. Once the manager starts putting stuff like that out in the public, and you see the performances that you see on the football pitch as Spurs fans over the last 4 years, we know exactly what fate he's going to suffer.
Dark Sun G says, Joseph says, I'm heading out with my Woolwich family and friends. And already when 1-0 down, I was getting abuse. Thank goodness we won this one. Well done, Richie, as well for the goal and assist. And Kulusevski for getting the winner, Dave. If you were watching this with any Gooner friends, that must have been a nerve-wracking one. That would have been one where you're just like, geez, this is going to be a long week going into this North London derby. But all of a sudden, Joseph is the victor. Joseph's the one laughing now.
Well, look, Jack, this is what Joseph deserves, right? All the last 3-4 years, he's had to take a lot of, punishment, slagging, this, that, and the other. Well, today you can go for dinner in that Spurs jersey and wear it with pride, my man. Hang that head high and, just give it back to them. Just give it back to them. And look, next week's going to be a big week for you, lad. A very big week. But I think we'll stand up to them this time around. Gone are the days of where, the last couple of seasons we've gone to the Emirates, we've been beat up, we've been slapped up, outrun, outfought. It ain't going to happen with this team. We're going to give as good as we get. And if we do lose, it's not going to be for lack of trying or wanting. That's for sure. But I'm absolutely delighted for you. Look, Joseph gets what I mean when I say, everyone just waits for the first opportunity to pounce on us, have a laugh at us, clown us. Watch how they react when that opportunity's not there. They're going to have to find another club to do that to now. Big up, Joseph. I'm delighted we got the win for your brother. I know how hard it is when you're around other people who support clubs who have, you would say, look, traditionally throughout the childhood and stuff like that, I've always been up there around that. Well, we're around the surface. We're about to break that. This is the season. This is the season, Joseph.
Got to have thick skin as a Spurs fan, Joseph. And I bet you were taking pelters, and then you just ended up, holding strong. And Richie ended up being your savior. Who doesn't love that? Big up to you, Joseph.
Yeah.
Big week ahead. Let's grab, another big result this upcoming weekend and the next one. Big up to you, my man. Really do appreciate your support. And I hope you have a good rest of your Saturday evening. Joseph. Have a good time, my man. Enjoy yourself. You can relax now. Maybe look at a bit of Man United, sort of drama, to enjoy it. Big up to you. Tottenham teacher, my friend. Good to see you in the house. Really do appreciate your love as always, my man. Really do appreciate it. And as well as Mia was sort of answering me back earlier. Mia was saying that she just got very emotional and just so excited when she saw the goal go in, but then she saw Richie's face and she said, it all sort of kind of clicked with her as well, which I think you're absolutely right. I'm going to look back at some of the highlights, Mia, and I would love to see, maybe with some of the commentary, some of sort of the Spurs, sort of crowd and everything. Would really love to get a second glimpse of that. And I absolutely think I'll probably end up, getting a bit emotional as well, because I've really been backing the guy for a long time. Big up to you, Yeah, really hope you're keeping well this evening. Shikari Shock, grabbing a Flat Cap membership. Big up to you, Shikari. Thank you, sir. Thanks for helping us out. And two, you'll be getting some post-match thoughts. Fantasy, yet again, have forgot to check my team, and I even had 2 weeks to do it. So more opportunity to put me in the mud. I could end up, battling for relegation with some of the rest of the Flat Cap members. I might even get relegated from my own league. But Shikari, really do appreciate it, my man. Come on and enjoy the community. We've had a lot of different members only videos, and I would say that's what you'll get treated to, especially as you just get to see a lot of extra videos that, maybe if you weren't a member, you actually don't get the opportunity to see. So Shikari, really appreciate your support. It is a great way to help us out, and you get a bunch of extra stuff with it.
Welcome to the family, Shikari. Welcome to the family. Hope you enjoy being a part of it, my man. Winners are grinners. Big up, Shikari.
Absolutely love it. Stevie Webb's in the building as well. He's saying we should play the Jam song. That's the entertainment at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Get the drums out, Stevie Webb. Get the drums out, my man. Absolutely love it, Stevie.
Love it.
Dark Sun G says Scott equals useless ref. Doesn't give Cash a red for Doherty.
That's the guy in the VAR
this was the
room.
Same
Jack.
referee for the Doherty incident.
Yeah, that's the guy that was in the VAR room.
It's the same VAR ref.
Yeah, he was in charge for the Aston Villa game when Matty Cash gave that tackle on Doherty. Remember, Doherty was out injured for nearly the rest of that season. After that, the season we qualified for the Champions League, it was an absolute bad tackle. He never gave it, never gave a card. I think he only gave him a yellow, didn't give him a red. And he's the guy in the VAR room today, still making mistakes. So you take him off the pitch, and he still makes mistakes. What can you do? Sack him, I would say.
Dub Shaman, by the way, Dave, if you could see this in the chat, as a great it's a great thing. We leave you in, leave you out, in and out, shake it all about. You do the pasta cogli and you shake you. I forget the tune for this one. That's the childhood tune, Dave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what he's on about. The hokey pokey. Yeah, that's it. The hokey pokey.
Love it, Dub. Hokey pokey. That's what it is. Absolutely love it, Dub. Absolutely love it. Great one, my man. And Dark Sun G. It's something we've gotten quite used to, these referees, and I imagine it's not going to be a conversation that's going to go away. It's disappointing. I don't even know if I get that sick of it like other people do. I could see why some people get sick of the referee conversations, but I feel like you have to have them in order for the game to improve. Like to just ignore it, it's just, contributing, I think, to the problem. You have to have these discussions because they really are. I do think it's getting worse. I really do think it's getting worse. It's just, they seem to be far too complicated, far too much in their own heads. They don't know what's a foul, what's not anymore. They don't know what a card, what isn't anymore. They don't know what a handball, what isn't anymore. And it's just all kind of just gotten a bit too out of hand, I think. So as much as the conversations can get a bit repetitive, I think, with the referees, but they're still important because I just don't think the game has really improved that much in it. Big up to you, my man. Rain Man says, I've been saying it from day one. VAR is designed to protect refs, not to get decisions right. Give managers 3 appeals to review like in other sports. Dave, do you feel like that's actually also maybe a part we've been missing sometimes too, that maybe the VAR actually does disagree with the on-field decision, but they don't really want to go above the on-field referee because that's a bit awkward and, uncomfortable.
Who was that guy that done the interview with Simon Jordan for his podcast? I'll get you his name now. Give me 1 second.
Did Mike Dean admit to it in the Chelsea case?
Yeah, but do you remember when Romero pulled Cucurella's wig off? Well, he said on the Simon Jordan interview, the reason why he didn't give the red card is because there was already a lot of decisions in that game that maybe the referee didn't make or whatever, or did make, and he was becoming the center of attention. So to protect him in that moment, he didn't give it, just to take him out of the firing line. And this is my point, Jack, right? It's still humans operating. Humans have empathy, and some people will not make a decision to protect the guy in the middle. Because the reality is, if what you're seeing now, Jack, right, is if someone in the VAR room overturns that decision, referees are getting punished for it, and they're not on the Premier League roster the next week, which affects their pay packet. So you are getting people protecting people so that they can protect the pay packet, right? It's all in their best interest to protect everybody.
Yeah. And isn't it the case that one referee had such a howler or so many howlers that he couldn't even referee the following weekend? He had to be sat or so. this is the case, right? Like if that's going to happen, then they might be a little reluctant to go across, their fellow colleague. And they're all colleagues, they're all friends, they all advise each other, they all
Yeah.
sort of
They all hang out
work
together.
together and trying to create, they all know each other. And so are they going to really embarrass one another in case one of them really gets it wrong? Perhaps not. And it's frustrating. It's very frustrating, right, man.
I've actually listened to more than that interview by that
Yeah.
referee to Simon Jordan. I've listened to a few people do the Under the Cosh podcast and a few other interviews. And they do hang out together. They socialize together. They drink together. They train together. When they stay in hotels together, this, that, and the other. So there is that bond there. There is that camaraderie. And with the way they used to get pulled out in the papers, now what you're seeing is they're getting special spots on Sky, special spots on BT as a part of the punditry. But all they're doing is protecting their mates. We can all, sometimes I'm sitting there, I'm watching it, I'm like, clear free kick, clear penalty. And then they're going through stupid things to not give it, to protect their buddies. We can't have that and we can't allow it. If we want better standard of refereeing in this country, it starts with people being honest. And by being honest, you'll find out that half of the guys aren't up to scratch and aren't good enough, which then puts a massive drive for them to go out there and get more people into refereeing or find referees and bring them in that are good enough. You're talking about the best league in the world, but probably some of the worst referees in the world. It's not good enough at this standard.
Yeah. Well said, Dave. So well said. Everybody, keep getting your comments in. I think we are going to probably start wrapping up this one, though. It's been a wild day. It's been a long one. And in some stage, I think Dave needs a rest. It's been a stressful one. Probably needs that cigarette, that I believe Krankle has probably already had by now. Krankle, little jealous. I don't even smoke really anymore, but it just sounds delicious, actually, Krankle. I must be honest. And I don't even smoke anymore. It sounds absolutely delicious. But everybody, get some of your last comments in here and we'll put them up on screen and sort of have a chat about them. But we are sort of wrapping things up here. If you haven't already, we don't ask often. Please smash that like button, please. It does do a really good job helping this channel go on, battling against the algorithm, shadow boxing with the algorithm, as Dave has said before. Hopefully everybody as well. You can at least relax now. I think there's a lot of talking points from this. I think the main one that's least on my mind, Dave, is just that Sheffield United did still cause us problems. And someone in the chat there did say, to be fair to Sheffield United, they still gave us a pretty, I think it was Bald Bean Counter. He says, got to give Sheffield United credit for giving us our hardest game of the season.
I actually think we made it hard on ourselves, though, Jack, if you want me to be brutally honest. There wasn't enough oomph going forward. When we went 1-0 down, look how quickly they started moving the ball. If that was there, just even in the second half, we would have played them off the pitch today. But it wasn't. They were lackadaisical. They were too big-headed. They thought, eventually we'll just keep doing this, the goal will come. When we got shocked, that's when they woke up and started playing. We got away with one today, but also it's Andrew's mentality kicking in. We never stop. That's why I pulled it out. That's why me and Jack have constantly said it at the end of the stream. Every stream. We never stop. That's Ange Postecoglou's momentum. That's his motto. Everything is built around that. The substitutions, the style of football, possession with a purpose instead of boring people to sleep with it like the Spanish way of doing it with possession. Everything is built up to we never stop. And today, that rang true. Ange's time. The mentality is switching. We didn't accept it. But that today has to serve as a wake-up call. They didn't give us our hardest game of the season. We just weren't good enough today. It took us a while to get going. But this happens after every international break. We see it. It was the same under Conte, same under Jose, same under Pochettino. We come back slow after international breaks. Everyone's on long flights. Everyone's carrying niggling injuries. This, that, and the other. Today was just about getting over the line, getting the 3 points, and moving on into the North London Derby. But Sheffield United weren't good today. They weren't good. They got one opportunity and took it.
Yeah, and it was a really good, well-taken one. But for the most part, they didn't really create all that much. They were actually better in the first 15 minutes than they really were for the rest of the game. I can't really say that they really had any good periods after the first 15 or 20 minutes or so. Rob Ragnarsson saying, love it, boys. I'm still shaking. What a win. I mean, Rob, I was put into like a trance with this game. Like, I just was like, it's just not our day. It just felt like it was just not our day. I did not have the belief that others did that it was going to sort of turn around for us. A lot of people were coming into the chat, saying, reality check, stuff like that. And in a way, like I could see that, right? Because I think, we ended up going into this maybe a bit overconfident, or even the players could have gone into it a bit overconfident, one of the two. And it's just good to still get the 3 points at the end of the day. And it feels good, my friend. It definitely feels good. Big up to you, Rob Ragnarsson. And I must say, it's something that we have to look out for future games, right? At the moment, it feels like these deep lying, low block sides have caused us trouble right now this season. They're the two teams that have, or even you could say three, a little bit with Fulham. Fulham had a bit of a higher line, but still did sit in a pretty defensive shape. So it's something we have to think about, that these teams that do sit a bit more organized, a bit more compact, have caused us trouble. I think we could have been far better today. I agree with you, Dave. And we probably, despite them sitting compact, we still could have been able to score some goals, maybe easier than it was against Brentford. Brentford were a bit more solid defensively, but still, I think it's something to think about, that at the moment, we're finding it easier to go up against teams that try to play their own brand, try to take it to us, try to be on the front foot as well. We seem to have no problem playing against teams like that. These sort of teams, that do sit a bit more organized, more defensive, we're having trouble against right now.
And we can't be naive to this, Jack, just quickly before we end off, my man. We can't be naive to this, because we got away with it against Brentford. We got away with it today. But you best bet your bet that more teams are going to adopt that philosophy against us. If we keep winning games the way we are, more teams are going to stop and park what they're doing, park their egos, and they're going to set up that way, knowing that it's a way to get at us and hit us on the counter. So we have to find ways of breaking down that team. We have to. We can't use it as an excuse. It's just another obstacle in the road. Yes, the last two games we've got away with it, but you're not going to keep getting away with it. And we have to be more convincing when we come up against these sort of teams.
Definitely.
But
everybody, yeah. What are your best?
Winners are grinners, Jack, and all I care about is the 3 points.
I think you're right. Like, just on the fact that after international break, players come off the plane still feeling the legs of the games, not in the same sort of intensity and speed that they once were when they were in the middle of the Premier League action. That's a good point, right? And so you're not going to really get as free flowing of a performance that you might want or that you might expect because of those sort of factors. And we've been waiting a long time for Ange Ball, so we have a lot of huge Ange Ball withdrawals, and it's just the case that these players need to kind of get back into the real pace of things, the real intensity and speed of things, for sure. And that's just something maybe we didn't account for today. And I'm glad that we still got the 3 points. Absolutely buzzing over that. And I'll take it. You're not going to be perfect in every game. That's not going to be the case either. I mean, you absolutely take these, or maybe you didn't play your best, but you still got over the line and you got the 3 points. So you absolutely take them, because we know in other games we're going to play better. We're going to play better than this in other games for sure.
For sure.
And Rob Belcher, maybe we'll leave with this one. He says the team spirit that Ange has installed was perfectly shown when Kulu scored. Even Big Vic ran the length of the pitch to pump up the crowd. He's my hero already. That's a good one, Rob. That's a good one to end off on.
Well, look, look, this is the vibes we want, right? This is the vibes we've been waiting for, and long may it continue. Look, there's going to be many discussions over the next week, over the next couple of days about, were we good enough? Have we got away with it? Then you're going to have the other arguments where it's like, shut up, we got 3 points. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, we're winning games of football. That's what makes me happy. And hopefully all you guys can head off there happy over the week, for the weekend now as well. Because look, I've had a hell of a 2 days. But today's completely changed my mood. And if it's changing my mood that drastically, I've no doubt it's sending you into the weekend very, very happy. We never stop. In Big Ange we trust. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Tottenham. Get in there. 3 points. You take it any day. See you later, everybody. Let's have a good rest of your weekend, too.
See y'all.